it's so fun.
Perception is deception.
Watching these things unfold when you know the truth.
When you know the truth, man. when you're with the higher ups, you guys know the truth.
When you're conspiring.
If you were in the building, you would know the truth too.
I mean, one day.
So
yeah, one day when you pay $25 for
One
it.
day when I get the call, I'll let you guys know.
I'll give you the call with the Eventbrite link. Yes, sir. Get back to that. When we first got this beat, that's all he said every time opening episode. Fuck Jay-Z.
wow.
We back.
Hey, man, it's more relevant now than ever, I feel.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I feel like the world is with you on that one. That's crazy out there in these streets for Jigga Man.
Time's
They
up.
trying to get him from every angle.
And
Yeah.
Beyonce getting
Freak of the week vote already.
Chill out. I can't be a comedian, man. Come on, brother. Welcome back another week, another Blood Clot classic. Oh. I'm Marlon.
I'm Norm.
I'm Alicia.
I'm Duke.
The Queen Gravy.
Thanks, guys.
They've been hooting and hollering. Where's Alicia?
Yeah.
Where is she?
No more boys.
Too much
cast.
testosterone.
I've had men come up and be like,
We need
"Where
balance."
are you?"
We need balance.
They're like, "I don't
need
want to listen to a
balance.
boy cast anymore." I was like, "Why? You don't want to hear your own thoughts?"
No,
She came back
already
spicy.
getting at us. All right.
Ready, dog.
I saw Alicia party hard
Oh, man.
over the
I did.
weekend, brother.
I saw quite a few people,
Those
actually.
Illuminati
You weren't
parties?
there.
I wasn't.
He didn't need to be. He
I
didn't need
was
to
not,
be. He
I
needs
was
to
not
be.
there. No invite in the mail. Nothing at all. But I know why.
It was
though.
a ticketed event.
No.
It was a ticketed
There was no
event.
could've
ticket.
went.
You went to
literally
get in.
could've-
I don't think so.
What?
There's a code to get in. I saw
At the
Alicia.
door, it
Yeah.
literally
For
said $60. If
I
you want to
don't-
buy tickets
3,000
at the
people
door.
They're lying, man.
You're
I know what it
crazy.
was.
You're
I know
insane.
what it was.
Hey.
See what I'm saying?
It's the rock. It's the rock. No, nostalgia was great. Big up Tyrone, friend of the
Yeah.
pod. T-Rex himself.
Yeah.
The whole crew, Brock, all those guys putting on an amazing event.
Brock, Lowe, Kendall, who else?
Yeah.
TV Gucci. Those are like the
Jester.
core guys who
All those
usually
guys.
do it.
Yeah, man. One Love T.O. It's been going down for a while. Like, that's one of the longest running, successful, like,
Well-
but I mean, hasn't fallen off at any point.
Well,
Party.
technically, it used to be monthly
Yeah.
back in the day, and they stopped doing monthly in 2013. I went to the Instagram page, and the last one was in 2013.
Used to be at Revival.
And then ever since then, they did it like every couple of years, I feel like. And then more recently, it's been every year. Like they did one with Fat Joe last year.
Yeah, I remember that one.
They're
And
just
then I
too
remember
busy,
a
man. They
white
got too much
party
shit
one
going
as well.
on.
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
I mean, like
Back then, they didn't really.
I mean, that
they
was
had
their-
stuff
that was
going
their
on,
thing.
but
Going
like
on because-
mostly it was their stuff.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
they're like working with corporations.
Yeah,
and-
they're too big.
they
yeah.
they expand it, right?
Yeah.
And it only makes sense. They have like families now and other jobs.
A
and
lot of those
stuff,
guys
so-
are the guys I looked to when I first got into this and been
I think
like, I need to
everybody-
get to that level, that circle. I need to know those guys. Those guys need
That
to know
circle,
me.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
For real.
Like those guys need to know me was one of. I'll never forget it.
Illuminati?
I always say this whenever I was at that So Far Gone party and I saw them up there. It's the whole crew up there,
Yeah.
and I was like, they need to know who I am.
Well, they knew
Eventually.
you enough to invite you to the
No,
So Far Gone
no,
party.
they didn't. They didn't. I'm telling you, I got that email by accident.
Yeah?
Nobody knew me then. I wasn't doing anything.
Well, I knew you, but
But that was like Facebook stuff. That like nobody knew me of that age. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Because they're all a little bit
Older.
older than us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So nobody in that age group knew who I was. It was
higher
just
ups.
like people my age
Yeah, the
who knew who
higher
I
ups.
was.
Okay.
Yeah, the
ones
higher
that-
ups. For real.
they cultivated a certain type of Toronto.
There's so much
Yeah.
that has come from that. When you talk about Remix Project, when you talk about what's it, Coco and
Coco and Co.
Coco and Co.
Well, originally Coco
Brazen-
and Low. That
Brazen
was the
and Low,
original
yeah.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
All
Brazen
that they've
Hussy.
been doing, Brazen Hussy, like yo, the list goes on from
Yeah,
that crew,
yeah.
like of stuff, and they're still
And they're
building
friends.
things today.
They're
All of them?
friends. Yeah.
I find that's usually the case with a lot of successful things. From the
Like-minded
city.
people, man.
Yeah, it's like if they live close to each other, they're all like really cool entrepreneurs. Like I forget who else I'm thinking of, but the guy who created Fubu, him and his homies are cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is just crazy.
Like-minded
Damon?
people,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, Damon. Him and somebody else. He runs with a crew of people that I'm like, oh shit. This is a sick ass circle.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have friend groups who recognize the ability to get to that level. It's just how much work are those people willing to put in,
We also have
and
to
how
have
much
friends.
you guys hold each other accountable.
You also have to have friends that understand what's going on. Because if they
Absolutely.
don't, then it's like if you disappear or
Yeah.
if you got other things going on, they just might not get it, right?
Yeah.
So you definitely, it's better to have friends that understand what's going on and can come up with you as well. And then you could just like keep everything in the circle because that's essentially what they did for the longest time.
Yeah.
I got weed was my was my gateway to meet
Into
everybody.
people.
My gateway.
It's still mine. No, that is
it's
heavily.
still a big heavy
fire.
gateway, but also like once I stopped selling it, I started to realize how much I depended on it to like as
Make
my
those
icebreaker.
interactions. Yeah.
So I need to find like something new to get in where I can fit in.
Yeah.
And
No, that's
it's so much
I
harder
think
now.
anymore.
It's a very underrated.
I mean, I don't sell weed like that no more, so I don't.
Yeah.
I realized like over the past couple of years, whenever like I really make a connection with someone that's never been here before and is coming here, it's with weed or girls. When I was younger and I was single, it'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna bring some girls to your party, or I'm gonna bring some girls to your event, or I'm gonna bring some weed to your event. And either or would get me that introduction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So it was like,
I don't know if these are the times to say that stuff anymore.
I'm not bringing girls to sex trafficking.
Immediately she was like, wait a minute.
You have literally been a girl that's been brought somewhere.
I know a girl.
No, I said you've been a girl that's been brought somewhere as like, let's chill. Yeah, I have attractive friends that are girls, and you're not. There's no sex things that's going on. You're just meeting with people.
Got it.
That's never happened to you.
I don't know.
You've never gone with a friend to meet somebody and like.
Didn't you go to Michael
No.
Jordan's house?
I never went to Michael Jordan.
Was that you? No, that was somebody else.
I didn't go to Michael Jordan.
It
was Bill Gates. It was Bill
pickpocket.
Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. That's right.
It was Bill Gates. Who was it?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Putting that on Jordan's jacket is crazy.
No, I met him, but I didn't go to his house.
Yeah, that's
That was
wild.
at the 306 Young
306
place.
store, yeah.
306.
Yeah.
Wait, how was the sneaker ball?
Oh, it was cool. Everybody got to dress up, you know, something fun, nothing crazy. It was, I think, more intimate.
True.
Yeah, I think they really only invited people who are partners,
Exactly.
partners
They're
with
partners.
Foot Locker
Yo, I
and
had
stuff
an
like
invite.
that.
You know, I told you I didn't get one. I had one. I just completely forgot. And then I had a show. I had a show that night
Yeah,
at the
you
same
weren't
time.
there. Somebody asked me where you were. Too,
Yeah.
and I'm like, he has a show.
I had a
so he
show
couldn't
at the
even
same time.
go anyways.
It was done at like 10, and I'm like, I'm not,
11,
I'm not
yeah.
doing
It's on
it.
Saturday?
Yeah, so Nostalgia, of course, hit the blogs the next morning.
Drizzy in the vocal shirt, in the vocal jersey. That was dope.
I will say it was a really fucking good party.
See, and people were like, yo, why is he dressing like this now? And I'm like, it was
Oh,
a throwback
man, come on.
party. It was
People
a
don't know anything
throwback
in
Yeah, they're making a lot of
party.
connections.
It's called nostalgia. You dummies.
It's in the background in large letters. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very confused.
He
But
even
at
had
this
the
point,
old BlackBerry. I think
he had the
it was.
BlackBerry on the
his
side
head.
scroll.
Yeah.
Serious. That's fire.
Man asked me for my pin. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He pulls out his phone. I'm like, all right, man. Fucking.
Everyone said there was a lot of talking, though. That's what I kept on hearing. Too much talking.
Well, but they do this every year where it's a song battle. So they're talking to set up their rounds. Like, you know, you just
It
give
was
a
like
little speech
just
before
a
you
clash.
drop the song. It's just like any other clash. Like, and that's what happened last year. So for people to come and not expect that again is like, I don't know, weird.
Well, I guess
to me.
more people came this year than what they did
Yeah,
last
way
year.
bigger
because,
space.
Yeah, they had it only at Revival, so
Yeah.
was it even
Where was it
quarter
this time?
of it?
Which I think would have
Was
been
that Rebel?
better.
Well,
I think Revival setting calls for those like long speeches where you're like whereas Rebel's just so big.
There's so many people
There's
there.
so many people. It's just like we were talking about with the concert thing where if I can't see you, I can do whatever I want.
Right.
Yeah, and if
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think you can see me, I'm going to do whatever I want.
Facts.
So there's people on the balcony, there's people over the back. They're not listening to Tyrone. They're
Yeah.
not listening to Drake.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
have to because they don't think that they can see them.
Yeah, and that was
the people at the
clip.
front were quiet.
Ah.
People at the front were quiet as hell, looking up. People were trying to grab him all night, all types of shit.
Yeah, because the clip I saw was Drake talking and then people talking in the crowd.
But it was from the back of the crowd.
Of course, but that feeds the narrative that,
Yeah,
oh, he's
yeah,
washed.
of course.
Nobody cares about him anymore, you know?
But it's so fun
Perception is deception.
watching these things unfold
Yeah.
when you know the truth.
When you know the truth, man. when you're with the higher ups, you guys know the truth.
when you're
If
conspiring.
you were in the building, you would know the truth too.
I mean, one day.
so
Yeah, one day when you pay $25
One
for a
day,
ticket.
one day when I get the call, I'll let you guys know.
I'll give you the call with the Eventbrite link.
because it was literally all over social
I
media.
still don't believe that.
That's insane.
Wow, insane. Well,
But-
next year around this time,
You know why? Because his age group, no one in his age group
I
was
know.
promoting it.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It's
yeah.
So as
not-
people our age group, we're seeing it nonstop, and we're like, how are you not?
Exactly. I was like, this is just the elites, bro.
Nah, it's just
The
people
elites
older
just
than
being
you.
the elders.
Yeah.
It's just it's the elders.
Wrong EO.
I'll get that.
I
Yeah.
wanted to go, but I just knew once they said rebel, I was like,
Yeah, I hate Rebel too.
I hate going
Yeah,
to
that
Cherry
too. That was a big
Street.
deterrent.
But I didn't think it was that bad. Like I actually enjoyed
what?
everything. Like I understand. Well, before you got there earlier in the night, Tyrone had said he was like, I know this is usually done at Revival and it's a way more intimate setting, but he was like, we had to go bigger, but we're still giving the Revival field, so move all the way up.
Yeah.
I want you
Yeah.
guys all
Yeah.
the way up and close, and I want you not to be able to like whatever and just be around the people.
And Drake was
not
there
try
since
to.
11 too.
Yeah, he was up there since 11. He got there before like me.
Majority of the
He got there
people.
before
Trezor.
Trezor.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He got there before so many people. Like it was still.
I got there like
empty.
12:30, and Trezor was like, "Yo, he's been up there before I got here. I got here
Yeah.
at 11."
Oh, wow.
Just walking around. He was just walking
wanted
around. He
to be
wasn't even
out.
on stage. He was just walking around.
He was
This
trying
was
to be
this
cool.
was
it's-
Saturday night
this
during
very-
Nuit Blanche, just before Nuit
Yeah.
Blanche
Yes.
kicked off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess during.
Yeah.
Um,
How
but
long
yeah,
did it go till?
normal party times like
No.
3.
No, because
No.
because drinking
I
went
didn't
on
get
till
home
4
until
that night. They had
5:30.
the
What?
they had the
Yes.
extended liquor.
I did not get home until 5:30.
They had
It did not end
they had
until
the extended
after 4:30.
last call.
Oh wow.
And
I
he
left-
stayed
I left
like
like
the whole time.
2:33. I was like, I'm going home.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to
it
beat the
was long.
traffic.
Yeah, that's why I hate that venue so much.
But it's actually a lot better now because they opened up a parking lot over the volleyball side. There's the
Okay.
volleyball golf driving
Well,
range
that's how
that's
it
on the
used
other
to be.
side.
Yeah.
It used to, but they
then
stopped
they
it for a
stopped
long
for a
time,
while, yeah.
and it was just at one parking lot. So now people are spread out between those two parking lots.
Yeah.
And then if you're at that other parking lot, you still got to walk all the way up the street.
Yeah.
So it's like it
The walk is always-
spaces things out a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
It's a little
Yeah,
bit
I
better.
got out of my Uber and I just walked.
Yeah.
What about that new bridge? Has it been?
It's
does
there.
it break down traffic? Does it like?
No, because they only open up one side of it. The other side is still
open yet.
closed for some reason. I have no
Construction,
idea.
maybe?
It looks, it's like
Looks
it's
nice.
just as done as the other side. So I'm like, what's going? You
Why?
guys did this at the same time. I'm confused.
That's a good point still. That's weird.
So I was like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't meet some structural standard or whatever, but it's just the one side. So it's like 2 lanes, just 1 lane each. So that's a bitch sometimes. Depending on when you go, driving into the venue, you can get stuck in a long ass line of cars.
Hate
But
that,
because of the other parking lot now, people aren't waiting for that one street to turn on.
Yeah.
So it's like people can drive forward, drive straight and turn and all that other shit. So it's helping a little bit, but we definitely need more. But rumor has it, a little birdie told me, Rebel might not be there much longer.
Oh, no.
It's actually gonna be exclusive. Yeah, it's
From the docks to Rebel to Kaput. That's
well,
it?
I know that the island people have been complaining for a very long time
Oh, about
Yeah.
the noise?
about the noise.
Because it travels.
It travels right over there.
Shush.
There's nothing blocking it.
Okay.
And so they've been trying to get it shut down for a long time now, a couple years now. But there's another space that may be available. They're not going to be shutting down. They're going to be moving, is
Oh.
what I heard.
Okay.
And yeah, that's
What's
all
this-
I can really say.
Okay.
More
It's
east.
So he knows.
microphone.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Confirmed.
it's probably is it gonna get moved to it might get moved to Ontario Place, won't it?
No.
No?
No.
That'll be its own thing.
That would be ideal.
No, actually no. They're gonna have so much going on in Ontario Place, like the
Give me a
casino,
giant
the-
spa.
As
apparently.
always.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
everything
it's
in
gonna
that
be
one
Allegedly
spot.
an esports arena,
Oh, shit.
spa,
casino, spa,
casino.
esports arena.
That whole
I heard-
Ontario
it's a
place is
wild
going to be
spot.
a variety of stuff for your whole family. So like everybody at all different age groups could have different things in that one.
Man,
spot.
I just want
okay.
that Google City, bro.
No, that's not happening.
Google's like, we can't afford it. I'm so sorry. I'm like, what? How am I living here if Google can't afford it?
Google said they can't afford it.
Yeah,
in Toronto,
they
it's
said
too
it's
expensive?
literally too much.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense for them to do it because it's just gonna cost too much. What they had planned, holy shit. It was literally the future. Like, it was gonna be crazy, bro.
But they rather
Talking
invest their
conveyor
money.
sidewalks
They
where
ra-
you're walking, like, you know, the airport
Yeah.
where you're walking on those conveyor
Oh,
belts
that are
No.
never. They never work.
They never work in
They're
the
called
airport.
they're called movators.
And you know they're
Yes,
definitely
they
not
are
going to work on Toronto streets.
Hell no. Someone's gonna hack it somehow.
But I believed in
don't know.
Google.
Uh,
I was like, it's Google. Maybe they'll figure it out. And they're
well,
like,
they're
yeah, we
just
can't afford
investing
it.
in other things like death benefits.
And AI.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
Whoa.
the death benefits thing is crazy.
Google's death benefits in the U.S. is if you were to pass while an employee at Google, your spouse gets 50% of your salary for 10 years. And then every single kid that you have gets $1,000 each year until they're 19 or 23 if they're in school.
Wasn't it each month?
Look at Google.
Was it each
man.
year or each month?
Each year. I
I
think
thought it was
it's
each
a
$1,000
month.
a year?
I don't think it was a
I think
month.
it was
Kid, very
1,000 a
kid.
For
month.
kids, though, it's
For a
fine.
kid, yeah. 1,000 a year.
Yeah,
So
it's
by,
child.
by the end of 19, by 19, they're gonna have 19 G's.
If they were born.
they're
in a
safe.
If they're-
couple
yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they could have 19.
That's hard.
That's
That's
baby
really
bonus.
sick, man.
That's baby bonus right
I
there.
would,
That's
if
Google's
just-
I
doing it
was
right, bro.
dying, I would get a job at Google.
That's what I was literally thinking. I'm like, nah.
Can they take your medical
Just keep
records
applying.
legally
Keep
before you
applying.
get a job?
They can actually. They can't request
They
that.
can't,
No.
right?
No.
But Google, knowing Google, you probably walk in the building, they get
Oh, yeah,
your
no.
scans.
It's
Yeah, exactly.
Each-
They have the data.
Each child of the employee
We kept
receives
the
$1,000
files.
per month.
Per month?
Until they
Wow.
are
Per month.
19 or 23 if they're
Told ya.
full-time
Wow.
students.
Hold on.
Crazy.
What's 12?
I got-
What's 12,000?
Listen, man.
By
I gotta get to
19. Real quick.
This is U.S.
12,000.
though, so I don't know
times
what
Imagine,
12.
Canada
you're,
is like.
imagine you're
Okay.
Somali and you die. God damn, you guys are rich.
20. Oh my God.
This guy,
$228,000.
man. If you caught it, you caught it.
This guy, yo,
Yeah.
you're rich.
Just working for Google alone. If you die, your children will get $228,000.
If they have it for so long, how long?
If he dies at, let's say the child is born at birth, the pops dies or mom's dies.
yeah, then it would be
For 19
220.
years, $230,000
Blood fire.
Jeez.
for your head top.
Well, and then
Blood
like
fire.
with Google, also you usually get pretty good salary. So
Yes.
the fact
They
that
get paid well.
the wife or
Gets 50%.
husband would be getting 50% of
Yeah.
say they make 220,000, they're making
Six figures for chilling.
$110,000.
As a spouse, you better not piss me off.
I was gonna say, like, we gotta monitor how many people actually get killed by their spouse.
As a
in
Google employee,
motherfuckers
you
actually
cannot
kill their.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Google got you locked into a 360, my boy.
Dang, I'm just thinking about this random thread that I came across, and this girl had lost her boyfriend. They were, I think they were about to get married soon, and he worked for Google, and he died unexpectedly traveling back. He died traveling back from one location because I think they moved him to San Fran for the like Tech Valley and
Yeah,
stuff.
my boy was
and
there.
they were living in LA, right? So he would spend the week out there and then come back on the weekends. And he was traveling back to LA on the weekends and he died. And I was like, dang, like
They just missed it.
if she was married to him, she would have actually got the benefit. She's probably not going to get anything. But
Oh, so common law and all that don't.
yeah, I don't
not.
think that.
Imagine she thought.
Yeah. Eesh. I killed him for nothing.
She didn't know the definition of a spouse. She was like, I'm with him.
Common
But-
law spouse? No.
I feel as if you die coming back, like they forced you to move. He was only living there for a couple of months, right? So
Yeah.
it wasn't even like an official thing. I feel like they had to hook you up if you're like traveling
Oh,
or
yeah,
vice
they
versa.
definitely
If
look
he
out.
was
They
going
look
from
out.
LA
Yeah.
to San Fran
For
or
sure.
San Diego, whatever
Yeah.
it is. They had to.
Yeah.
They look, and their benefits are crazy. I remember I was out there
We're
in
so
SF.
old.
No, it was no.
Whole
I'm telling
topic
you,
on benefits.
Damn, no, it's serious because we went there, fam. We didn't pay for food at all.
Benefits matter.
Breakfast,
Benefits
lunch, dinner, everything
Yeah,
from Google.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is lit, man.
Why were you
Benefits
there?
will really ruin the flow.
My boy was out there because I know him from like,
Working?
from childhood, so we went to go visit him. But
Yeah,
what'd you
their campuses have everything.
say? Everything.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Nothing?
All right,
I didn't say
see?
nothing,
All right,
man.
you got it. You got it.
Have you guys ever been to one of those? I forgot what company it was. Like it was a gaming company, but all the food was free. They had all these arcades. They had these sections where people could just play video games when when they were tired.
What is this
bored.
Magic Land?
Dude,
Matt's house.
Certain. I went to
Magic
Google New
now.
York, and they had all that stuff. They
Yeah.
get everything for
Wow.
free. They don't have probably as much as a gaming spot, but they
Right.
have all that stuff. And then even here in Toronto, they had some stuff. They had a sit cafeteria. Like we would purposely go and have meetings with the Google team
Oh,
there,
yeah.
so that we could have lunch.
That
'cause
cafe
their
is
cafeteria
nice.
food
Yeah.
was actually good.
We used to have our YouTube
top-notch
meetings there,
Yeah.
and I'd be going crazy. Play a little mini golf. Yo, they got it made over
They
here.
really do, man.
The chorus building, they had a slide
Yeah.
from upstairs.
They
And you
did.
could slide down to the front door at the
Yeah.
end of your work
Rest in
shift.
peace to chorus.
Yeah, rest in RIP chorus, man. RIP
going
Rugrats.
down.
they're gone.
Yeah.
They're done.
Rugrats.
They're selling off all their properties because they're
Wasn't that Reboot too?
about to
Might
Wasn't
be.
chorus Reboot?
They're
I
defunct.
feel like it's the
so they're going
colors. I
down.
just associate the two together.
for YTV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chorus was
Chorus was
YTV.
Reboot, right?
They
Yep.
were.
Damn.
Yo, you know, I found out the other day that Reboot was only like 20 episodes,
What?
They just kept playing them over and over again.
but we thought it was like if you think back, you're like, no, that was like a whole 5 seasons, like
I just remember catching episodes, like a few.
like up to Enzo being grown and Deezed with the scar on his eye. That's everything. Yeah.
So how
And you know
many
how long it
seasons?
took me to find out, realize they were like computer parts and shit? I didn't know
I
as a
still
kid.
didn't know that. I was too young.
I
to
did
watch
not
that
know as a kid. Megabyte, hexadecimal, dot.
shit. Wow.
I was just
remember
annoyed.
The GameCube is literally someone just putting in the game into
Wow.
the CD
I
drive.
just remember being happy watching that shit. I didn't know what was going on.
It was so
The
good.
colors were cool. Yeah.
Enzo.
Well, how many seasons were there?
I think it was a 1 season. Someone told me it was only 20 episodes or some shit like that. It was 2 seasons?
I was gonna say there had to be a 2 because when
Crazy,
he had
bro.
his hair grow long and whatnot.
When he got older?
When he got
when he was
older.
silver, yeah, Silver Bob. Good
4
times.
seasons.
4 seasons. How
Out
many
of the 4
episodes?
seasons episodes, there were
10 each.
1, 2, 3, 6 episodes, 8
So 24?
episodes per season.
32.
Oh, so
Wow.
32.
Only 32.
Still.
Oh, no. Third season had 16 episodes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's a
They
big jump.
doubled.
Yeah, they.
Second season, okay.
They got more budget.
First had 6, second had 10, third had 16, fourth had 8.
Damn.
It's a
Well-
real Game of Thrones there. No, actually,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones was 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 the whole way until the last one, right?
Yeah.
And they fucked it. Yeah, it's bastards. First ever computer generated show was Reboot?
Wow.
God damn, come on. Let's
Good
get
job,
some gunshots.
Canada. Good job, Canada.
Good job, Queen's Key. That was happening right in front of government. Amazing.
Was the office there?
No, it wasn't there yet. It wasn't there yet. It used to be in Liberty Village. It used
Oh,
to be in
okay,
Liberty
okay,
Village.
okay. Nice. That's hilarious. That's when Toronto was great. Make Toronto great again. I think we could
Make
I should
Toronto
make that
great. Make
hat.
Toronto cheap again.
Make Toronto great again. Like we're doing pop the balloons. What's happening in this life?
Oh.
What's
And not
happening in
just
this
a regular
life?
pop the balloons. It had to be Jamaicans.
Hey.
Yeah, it had to be you
I'm
It
guys.
did,
Jamaican
though.
too.
It did have to be
Yeah,
Jamaicans.
it had to be Jamaicans, yo.
It could be no one else.
It had to
but
be them.
us. Pop the Balloon is in Toronto. And this is just
It's a ghetto version though. It's
how
not
sh-
like the real.
Stop being nice like a boy. Go walk with grace.
You're dirty.
How about you walk with grace? Anyways. Okay, all right, listen. Just go. You got what you wanted, TV fame, right? Like, go.
she wanted.
Oh my jeez.
She boxed him in the head with the microphone,
You ate
broke
that
up the
though.
microphone. The
microphone.
host don't care about nobody but the microphone.
Ate that though.
Yo, they asked me to host this thing.
Stop.
Did they really?
They asked, they DM'd me, asked me to host this thing. I said, absolutely not. Fuck, I look like.
We would've
Then
cooked
somebody
you.
asked me to be on it. And I'm like,
That's very.
I'm not
this
setting
is
myself for that
insane.
stuff, man.
You guys are. This is
We'd
a
have to do a whole episode
humiliation
about
kink as
this.
far as I'm concerned.
What platform is this supposed to be on?
YouTube.
YouTube it is.
No, I mean not YouTube. But like, is there a like an IG account that like Wave Room or like
Oh,
Toronto?
I don't
like,
know.
you
I don't
those
know.
things?
Yeah, I
Right?
don't know what the channel is or
Okay.
anything like that. But
Was this the first episode? I think
first
so.
episode of here.
Yeah.
He's done it plenty of times in Jamaica. He's done it plenty
The
of times.
host?
He's the guy that does it in Jamaica.
So he's
Basically.
originally from Jamaica, but he lives here.
No, he just came here to do it.
Gotcha. But everyone on the show is from here.
What was the credentials?
Or maybe he came to
choose
visit
the
family
men?
or something and decided, yo, while I'm here, why not just do it? Who knows? I don't know.
Let me bring more.
While I'm here, why
Somebody
not?
might
It's
have
crazy.
flew him out. You never know.
It's definitely COE.
Yeah, definitely COE. But how do you guys feel about the Pop the Balloon? I know you're an avid watcher.
Not an avid watcher, but
Put that on your jacket quick.
not an avid
You are
watcher.
obsessed, as far as I'm concerned.
That's definitely not it. I probably watched 2.5 episodes.
It's more than enough for me.
Yeah, sometimes I'll see clips on like the TikTok. I don't spend that much time on TikTok anymore, so I don't see the clips. But when I see those good clips, I'll be like, okay, now I gotta go
Now I
find the
gotta see it.
episode, and now I gotta see what happened in the whole context. Now I'm watching the whole episode by
Have
accident.
you ever seen any attractive people on it?
Yeah,
Okay. From
Yeah.
the guys and the girls?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's not always. I think the ones that go viral are the ones that,
Or not?
The ratchet ones.
yeah, like something happens. But
I s-
there
yeah.
was this one with the plumber guy. I
Yeah, I
feel like
remember.
everybody
Yeah,
knows about
yeah.
the plumber.
The plumber, man.
The one with the no
Incel
neck.
savior.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Him.
Incels latch on to those type of
So
Yeah.
terrible.
those type of videos.
It's
those little
so
clips
terrible.
where a man is, oh, see, that's a good man. And
Exactly.
they all dissed him.
You see, this is reality.
No, he
Yeah.
was horrible.
Mm.
But
The
yeah,
clip they
everything
showed
about
made him
him,
look so good.
There was
everything about him was so horrible. I
Yeah?
watched the whole thing. I was just like, you can tell like the condescendingness to everything that he was talking
Mm-hmm. Are we
about. to
talking
all
about the
these
same
girls.
plumber? Wait.
Yes, the
guy who's
Ninja
like-
Turtle
No,
one.
see, I'm talking about a different plumber.
Which guy?
There's another plumber where he was the guy, like he was the person walking up to the line. So I thought you were talking about that. But no, I know who you're talking about, the Ninja Turtle looking nigga.
Yeah.
Horrible.
The ones
Yeah,
that you're
no.
not my
Horrible.
caliber. That guy.
Deplorable
Yeah, yeah,
human
yeah.
being. And then he tried to do the Ninja Turtle thing afterwards.
On that one though, there was these
Weird.
two like there was a few really pretty girls, but there was these two right at the front. Like they looked normal. He ended up picking one of them, and then when she said yes, I was like, all right, she's not normal at all. Because why would you go for him? Like it made no sense. But yeah, there's like some really good like looking women and men, I feel like, that are on it. Not like the whole cast, of course, but there was this one guy who created his regular job, I guess, on Instagram is this next type of character that's really geeky, and he went on there as his character, and
Wait,
all the
Huey?
girls were.
Hubi?
I don't really
Okay.
know his name. Yeah, he wears like a wig. I think he wears a blonde wig,
Oh,
and he's like,
I love that guy. Yeah, I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Light skinned guy. He has like the white guy wig.
Yeah,
He's hilarious.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
went on there as that character, and all the girls were dissed, and like they were just so mean.
Why
and-
would he go on as a character?
That's
What do you
his thing.
expect?
I've never seen his hair.
He just wanted to promote his character. Yeah, I get it.
And-
I get it.
And somebody was like, okay, why would you come with that wig on? And he was like, well, why not? He was like, you come on here with your wig on.
Cooked her. Like he was on it. On it.
And then,
Yeah. All that. Yeah.
and then he made a comment about, I like to switch up my hair too. So if you guys can switch up your hair too, why can't I switch up my hair? And
All's
he
fair in
had-
love and war.
he had like a lot of rebuttals to everything
He
that they
did.
said. He
He's
had
so
like
witty.
rebuttals.
He's just a
for
witty
it.
guy.
So yeah.
Okay.
He
I
was
mean,
ready,
I
man.
understood what he was doing. He did want to just promote his character,
Yeah.
person, whatever. And he was just trying to have fun with it. So I don't
like when people
understand
are
why
witty.
some of those girls were so took it so seriously.
I like
Is
when
it
people
this guy?
have good
Yes,
quips.
him.
Exactly.
Let me see him.
Pointer's his name.
Oh yeah,
right?
I seen that. I
Yeah.
seen that. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. He has dark hair. I thought he had white blonde hair.
He does have blonde hair.
He
sometimes.
does?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So he switches up.
He switches
does,
it
he
up.
does.
See, like he
Switches
said,
the wigs.
he likes to switch it up.
That's hilarious.
And then there was another guy that was kind of nerdy, and he was just very humble. Came in like a plaid shirt and like didn't really dress up, and people were like, "Yeah, you're not really presentable." And he was like, "I like long park, like walks in the park or on the beach. I want to plan this simple day where I take you to a picnic and all this stuff." He seemed like a really nice guy, and every girl dissed him except for one, and they walked
Was he
off. And
short?
they were in a couple. No, he was tall. He had dreads.
oh wait,
But there
He was
was
skinny.
I remember it, and there was one girl that stuck it out.
Yeah, she was
And
like, "I really
she-
like him.
yeah.
Like he sounds really cool."
Light skinned dude.
Yeah.
With like he was wearing glasses. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
He liked anime. And as soon as he said he liked anime,
Everyone pop. That's hilarious.
it sounded like a Kendrick song, dog.
Did you guys see the one where there was a dude? He came on and all these girls just started popping. He didn't even say nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And then he starts talking. You're like, this guy is a high value dude.
The
All
dude
y'all
owns his
fucked
own
up.
company.
Yeah.
And he deals with kids.
Yeah.
And animation.
It's because his torso's mad small. I know what you're talking about.
But then the thing was, when he looked short, but then when one of the chicks asked how tall he was, he's like, I'm 6'2". I'm like, how tall are the women that were on this show? Because they were all taller than him.
Yeah.
Well,
This
you know,
man's
men
6'.
lie about their height all the
Well,
time.
whatever.
So.
6'2", 6 feet. You could be 5'11" and 5'9". 5'9" girls were taller.
You got a -2 every single time. When a nigga-
What's the tallest you've lied about? Like,
Oh, tallest I've lied 6'3". I knew I wasn't gonna meet her ever.
oh, okay.
I knew I wasn't gonna meet her ever. I was like,
said
yeah, I'm
6'4".
6'3".
I said 6'4".
What?
And I wanted to keep the joke going. I wanted to be like, I never address it when I meet her, but I never met her. I was like, whatever. But 6'4" was the highest.
You know, I
Guys are
thought this whole
sickening.
I thought my whole life I was 5'7.5".
And what are you?
5'5.5".
Apparently I'm 5'6.5".
That's
Damn.
crazy.
But they're like, yeah, you're supposed to measure with your shoes off. I'm like, who does that?
Nobody.
Nobody measures
Most
with
people
their
are gonna
shoes
meet
off.
me with my shoes
wearing
on.
platforms.
So what's the
I'm
big deal?
I'm like basically 6 feet, bro.
And if I'm in
I'm
America,
5'8" and
I always
10s.
have my
Shut
shoes
up.
on. That's crazy. Yeah, no, Toronto pop. The whole pop the balloon concept just seems like a humiliation kink.
It does.
It's like just another gender dunking thing, and I get it. It's gonna work for this time right now specifically, but people are gonna regret.
Oh
doing
yeah,
this.
what? They have to.
This is gonna be like the milk crate challenge. Remember the milk crate challenge?
Yeah. But this is
You
so
know when
much
people
worse.
look back at that like, I didn't need to
Yeah.
do that, and
don't know
now
what that
I
is.
have a thumb in the wrong
People
place.
would
Yeah, and my
climb
back still
up,
hurts.
would walk up milk
Oh,
crates and
yeah.
fall tremendously.
Planking.
Planking.
No,
Planking was
planking
that.
I never participated.
Planking was like,
Yeah.
it depended on where you planked
Yeah.
that you would regret it. People were planking
Yeah.
everywhere. McDonald's signs, daycare,
classrooms,
classrooms.
on top of schools.
I think I planked on my porch. Took a picture.
definitely were planking places. I know you were.
Definitely. Oh
It was
my
in your
God.
personality.
I loved it. I loved it.
Oh, the Harlem Shake was terrible. I hated that one.
Oh, the Harlem
Because it wasn't
Shake.
even a real one.
Yeah, that was true.
Nah, the Harlem Shake was great for me. I looked back at that fondly. I did it
Why?
in LA. It was my first time being in LA. We had gotten flown out by a company that wanted to sign us.
Yeah.
It was me, 4 y'all, Latoya Forever,
The Black Elites.
King Batch,
Yeah.
YouTube
D Storm,
You're right.
D Storm, Jay Snow, Super Hot Fire,
Oh wow.
and did I say Batch? Yeah, Batch. And
Super
this
Hot
next
Fire
guy.
from here?
No. Jason's not pro either. He's from LA.
All these guys, majority of them are from the States. That's when we learned that Batch was from Rexdale. Was
I
with
thought it was
that trip.
Brampton. Yeah.
And so they flew us out there, and everybody was making content, like thinking of content. First day, we're just like, okay, yo, let's go out here. We made like, I kid you not, 15 videos in maybe an hour
Jesus.
because we all do it.
Yeah.
And so it was like, bro, such a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
I felt like I took a weighted vest off.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even have to think of funny things the entire time. Like other people would think of, and I'd be like, yes.
Yeah. That's fire.
And it'd be shit that would make sense. And like we just banged out videos after video, and I made a Harlem Shake video with all of them. And everybody was just in the kitchen just doing a madness. It was
Yeah.
crazy. It
What
was
was
so
the Harlem
wild.
Shake one though?
It was
It
the
was
one
just
where,
kinda go crazy.
remember like the LeBron and the Heat did it with the
Oh,
costumes?
Yeah.
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 What
that
about the
shit. I got so many subscribers off that shit.
There's,
Oh,
ano-
wow.
there was
Of course you
another
did.
one, the Ray Shremmen joint when everyone
I was thinking
Black
about
Beetle
that.
Challenge.
That one I like
What is
better.
that one?
Love that one. Black Beetle Challenge.
Black Beetle.
But it's pretty stupid when you look
Mannequin
back.
Challenge, I think
Yeah,
it was
Mannequin
called
Challenge,
actually.
yeah, we
Yeah,
just
Mannequin
kinda-
Challenge.
in the club
People,
frozen.
I saw
Yo,
somebody do that,
that
recently.
one-
It's still dope, man.
I think is, to me, still the biggest like internet
Yeah,
challenge.
it-
Other
Yeah.
than Kiki, Do You Love Me?
It propelled that song. Like that
Yeah.
song went crazy. It went diamond and stuff like that.
People
I'm pretty
did it in
sure.
the club.
Yeah.
Like you'd
Yeah.
be in the club, the song comes on, everybody,
No one's moving.
Yeah.
that girl is a real club. I was dying, bro.
Very wild.
Because I
man.
think challenges weren't. There was challenges, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're
around
right.
that
You're
time
right,
was
you're
very
right.
It was-
challenge
and
heavy.
the way that social media was starting to like.
What started it?
I'm trying to think what the
Populate.
first
Cinnamon?
challenge was.
I feel like the cinnamon
I
challenge
know.
was the
I was
first
gonna
one.
say the ASL challenge, the
ASL.
ice.
Yeah, the ALS,
bucket.
ALS, yeah.
Yeah.
That was after the cinnamon challenge was that black lady on YouTube in like 2007.
Yeah.
2008, something like that, where she did the cinnamon
I
challenge.
feel
and
like planking was one of the first.
planking.
Yeah.
The hot chip. Hot
Yeah,
chip
but
was
later,
very
I feel like,
no,
No,
super
it
early.
keeps coming back.
It was,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
it
that's
just
what it
keeps
And people are
recycling.
silly.
Okay. I feel like there was
It's
a
evergreen content.
there was
It'll
like,
never
there
not
was
be
like a
good.
choking or like a choke out challenge as well.
Choke out.
Yeah. It was,
Oh yes, they
Oh,
were.
yeah.
The kids were doing it. It was
Exactly.
silly.
Yeah.
Oh.
They banned it from the school.
Yeah,
Like, Yo,
yeah.
you can't do this.
Oh wait, where they're
Apparently-
sleeping them, right?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
hold
yeah,
it each
yeah.
side of the neck and then
Or
they drop.
something,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was bad.
Apparently, the first ever challenge was in 1996. It was the Saltine Challenge,
Okay.
and it consisted of eating 6 saltines in 60
I
seconds.
can name one before that.
without drinking any water.
From Toronto, actually.
Which is that?
The monkey face challenge. Remember Speaker's Corner? When that guy made a monkey face and it became a contest, and whoever made the best monkey face won like a prize money. And this one guy made a monkey face and noise so well that he became a celebrity in the city for like a year or two.
Was he?
He was hosting parties.
Okay,
he was
he?
a Middle Eastern guy.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Why?
I don't know, I'm trying
You
to
feel
think,
like black
would it
people
be
should be
better?
monkeys?
That's what whoa. No,
That's what I'm saying.
no, I didn't
So
say
what were you trying to say?
Okay, you know what? He got it, man. Congrats. I just wanted to know if he was black or not, but
Hold on. Is
That's Brian, yeah.
Was that
Brian
Brian
is a part of it.
Espiritu?
Yeah, he's a part of it. He was in the
What
challenge
the
video.
hell?
Remember I told
That's
you about this
crazy.
years ago. I was like, I seen Brian making a monkey face in Speaker's Corner.
that is him. I'm like,
Brian
what in the
Espiritu,
hell?
Legends League,
There he is.
as like a 16, 17-year-old kid. Because
Okay.
it was like a whole thing. Like everybody had to come to Speaker's Corner,
yeah.
And do
make
something.
the face, and you'd be entered in the contest.
Wow.
And this guy won.
There was the Tide Pod
Toronto's on a
challenge.
freaky thing.
Tide Pod.
That was
I do
super
remember that.
stupid.
That was kids younger than me though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
By like 2 years. But I was like, I'm not eating fucking soap. Why am I doing
Yeah,
this?
that was insane. There was the fire one where they lit themselves on fire with the
What?
shirts off.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Fire
No, I didn't see
challenge.
that.
Fire challenge.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
ALS was pretty big.
Yeah.
I think that was
Hot
another
water
big one.
challenge.
Hot water. Whoa.
Apparently, there's a hot water
Why
challenge.
the
very
challenge
long.
is so like
It's the opposite of the ice. You
Guantanamo
pour
Bay.
hot water.
What about the banana Sprite challenge?
I don't know.
Yeah, that
one.
one was nasty. A lot of yakking.
yeah. Well, I seen the Sprite challenge. It still goes on to this day where you have
Oh,
to
yeah,
finish a
yeah.
Sprite without stopping.
And then took
Chug the
a
whole thing.
demonic burp
Yeah, I
comes
don't know.
out.
But most people can't do it. Their heart's gonna fucking explode. Like, the gas
Especially if
in
you
their
get like
chest. Yeah.
McDonald's one.
Oh my
Spicy?
god.
Oh my god. Spicy Sprite?
Yeah, no, the spicy
It
Sprite.
sounds like Nola. That's what she calls like
It
pop.
is.
She'll be like, it's a spicy. I'm like,
I get
it's
it.
not even pop. It's like the sparkling
that
water.
initial
She'll have it,
sensation.
she'll be like, this
Yeah.
is spicy. I need a spicy water.
Yeah.
Did you guys do did we have the Grimace Shake in Canada?
The who?
The Grimace Shake. The
what is
purple
that?
shake.
No.
Because there was that Grimace Shake.
Oh, but I did see those things on TikTok. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
understood it.
Everybody
It was like
was-
a family would order, hey, can't wait to try this. And then next cause everyone's dead. And it's
Yeah.
like a
What?
fake joke. It's like, and you have like grimace shake all over their mouths
That's
and stuff.
wild.
I never understood
I remember
challenge.
the Wolf on Wall Street challenge where it was Wolf of Wall Street challenge where you'd have to. It was only for like rich people.
Okay.
And like they'd leave a trail of things while falling out of their car, like that scene
yeah, with the Lambo.
where he's got the
I love
quaaludes
it.
and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can't move.
That scene.
And they'd put like their most expensive shit like
Just
in a
a
trail,
Really?
behind them, and that was like a
Oh, I don't
challenge.
remember that.
Yeah.
That scene was
It's
fire.
only for rich folks.
I just remember
Throw
when
it in your
J-Lo,
algorithm.
J-Lo tried to make a challenge and nobody did it.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
No.
J-Lo walking
The
away.
Love Don't Cost a Thing challenge.
yeah.
She taking off all her clothes on
She
the
was
beach.
recreating
sad.
the beach scene.
I don't feel good. Yeah, I remember that.
For like the 20th anniversary or something like that.
And they were like,
Yeah.
"Girl, nobody
Nobody's
doing
doing that shit.
Yeah.
No, the worst one was the COVID one when everybody was like licking a fucking like licking handles or
No.
like
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the
that one was
cucumber.
dumb.
Oh, the cucumber challenge nomination for Freak of the Week.
You got it. You got that shit.
Write it down, man.
Welcome back, yo. Yeah.
Write it down. I can't believe you remember
I completely forgot about that.
the
They were
cucumber
licking everything in
challenge.
COVID.
No, it's
They
true
said
still.
in COVID,
Even
they were
before
doing the
COVID,
cucumber.
they were doing the
Yeah.
licking the ice cream and putting it back
That's what I
on
was
the
thinking of when you
stores.
said
and
Oh
the
that.
grocery
yeah,
stores.
that was disgusting.
That was
Very
gross.
gross.
I like the
Um,
challenge right now that's going around where big influencers, like rich influencers, are going to baby sections and putting money into
that's
formulas and like diapers and
That's so dope.
just random ones. I was like, that's sick.
Yeah.
Why didn't they do that when I had to buy that?
Why didn't they do that in Mississauga?
That shit's fucking
fire.
expensive, yo. $50 for a thing of formula?
What? How long does it
Jeez.
last?
How long does it last?
Depends on how much formula she wants to drink. So it could last a couple weeks. It could
I'm gonna
last
tell
a
my
month.
baby.
Definitely less than a month because they technically say that you are not supposed to have it open for 30 days, more than 30 days. So
And do
probably
they eat
like
other
one
food
a week.
too?
Eventually, not at first.
Okay.
At first,
How
like,
long is the formula trial?
trial
period.
if you give them formula from birth, then they usually have it until, well, exclusively until like 7 months when they start. You can start testing food at like 6 months, but it's squishy food and they're not really going to eat it. So they're still on formula. So Nola just got off of formula a couple months ago because she doesn't like milk. So she didn't, she was attached. At that point, after a year old, they don't really need it. They can go to regular milk. And if they do, it's
That's
more of a
still
comfort
expensive,
thing.
bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Expensive as
yeah.
hell.
How
She
expensive
did
are
it 2.5.
diapers?
My baby's gonna be intermittent fasting.
Skinny baby.
You don't eat till 4.
Well, if they breastfeed, if the mom breastfeeds, then obviously then that's cheaper. But
Oh, she
it
gonna
doesn't
breastfeed,
always.
all right.
All right, yes. All right, nomination. Yeah, nomination. Another one. Yeah.
Lift your seat up. You're about to be on the ground.
Damn.
Diapers cost anywhere from like 40. Depends on how big the box is. You
And
could
how much-
obviously buy.
Yeah.
They go through a lot of diapers.
And that's in a week?
Oh, I forgot to
More
get the
than that
yellow and red
sometimes.
card.
Gee.
Well, no, you
Jesus.
could if you get like a box of 120, that can last a decent amount of time.
Fam.
Like we did a diaper party. Like Ida had a baby shower, and then Ezra did a diaper party,
Yeah.
and we got probably like 20 something boxes of diapers,
fire.
and that lasted almost like a year and a half, maybe or more.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's different
Yeah.
sizes and stuff too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, they gave us different sizes. We asked like for a variety of sizes.
I'm gonna have,
do
I'm
they
gonna have a
sometimes-
shitty baby, so I
and
know
sometimes-
I'm gonna stock up.
Huh?
I'm gonna have a shitty baby. I know I'm gonna stock up. I'm regular.
So
I know.
So your baby's going to me too. And then a lot of these places like Walmart and Shoppers and all that other stuff, if you know that they bought it from that certain store, you can go and you can exchange it without a receipt or anything like
Oh, it's
that.
fire.
Oh wow.
So if they give you too many size like 2s, right? And you need now a size 3, you can go and be like, hey, can I exchange
so
it?
dope.
And then they'll switch it out for you.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
still
never like
expensive
a
as
waste,
fuck.
but it's very expensive. Yeah.
But they don't expire, right?
Diapers?
Do they? No. Yeah, because I remember my mom. We had some leftovers from my nephew, and we were like, "Do we re-gift these?" I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
if you could do that. If that's like cheap.
No.
or- but
No.
every
Yeah,
parent
it's-
needs.
You guys
I
know
have
James?
some, I
used.
still have
Was
some
that the only one that
zeros,
heard James?
1s, 2s.
Okay, so James gets a nomination too. Because when you're talking about the diaper, he's like, did he try him on? So,
Freaky ass.
Yeah.
James gets a
What you
nomination.
doing back there? You gotta check on it.
He also
Are you
said
bad?
he also said Diddy while he was asking that question. So
James' pants
Actually-
are at his ankles.
Wow. Marlon said something very questionable on air today, and I just kind of ignored it.
what do you say?
Oh,
What do you
shit.
say? What do you say?
Very questionable.
Oh, shit.
Light me up. Light me up, baby.
Get him.
Light me up.
We need another nom. We need another nom. Let's
We were
go.
talking about Kanye and Bianca separating
Yeah.
and potentially getting a divorce. And he was like, you know, over the years, I figured out that's some good milk. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. She's in her 20s. Like, you know, he's like, I've seen spoiled milk in their 20s. I've seen spoiled milk in their teens.
Yeah.
While he was a teen.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Listen, Diddy is tainting the world.
Somebody texted
Take off
me.
the Diddy filter.
Somebody texted. It was like, spoiled milk in the teens.
I can see how it could be interpreted that way.
And then cleaning it up is even worse. I mean, earlier I said
I
something.
just
and-
ignored it because I'm like,
Oh,
Imagine I went the incel route. Well, 16 technically.
oh no.
oh, God.
Those
no,
nasty
no,
bitches,
don't
man.
play that game,
Yo,
man.
the last thing you want to say in a sentence is 16 technically.
Or the law.
Those two words
Don't involve the law.
Never be.
Yeah.
Don't bring up the law when you're trying to justify getting some yash. Technically, guys.
Nasty.
Anything that you need to justify with the law is normally
Super bad.
unlawful.
I mean,
Regardless
come
of
on.
it being part of the law.
Oh.
No, man.
Real
How are you
nasty.
guys when the police pull you over?
Oh, charismatic.
What's your
bro.
personality?
Charismatic.
Yeah?
What's going on, officer?
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Why,
you
I'm
trying
in
to
my
flirt?
bag.
Definitely
No,
not.
that's another one.
Another nomination.
Another nominations. Write it down.
But not
No,
real smooth.
I'm real polite.
Yeah, wallet's already out. You know, I know what I did. I'm
Someone would call me an Uncle Tom if they saw
Okay.
I talked to the cops.
not that far. You call him daddy, bro? Yeah.
Write it down. That should be 5 points. Come on.
One every letter, man. This guy.
Come on. Judges, I implore you.
That's 1 point. That's one.
Jury of the court, I implore you. That's not more than 1 point?
It's 1 point, bro.
That's not
It's
more
1
than
point.
1 point?
The roof says 1 point. That's 1 point. No, that's the first one.
No, that's his first
Our
point.
first
That's his
one,
first
bro.
point. We'll allow it. We'll allow it. We'll allow it. No, but do you guys have friends that are combative with police?
Women.
Women?
Women.
I don't really.
All my women friends are always like, "What the?" Like a couple of times. Actually, one of my homegirls got into it with a police officer, and they assaulted her while she was on her bike, and she was just passing through. Like, I guess they had one of those police lines, and she didn't know that like riding
Was
by it,
obstructing? Yeah.
right? But it was just like covering a section. So when she went by, the guy ran up to her, pulled her off the bike,
Whoa.
yanked her, and threw her bike over onto the other side, and like
Jeez.
was just overly.
Well, she has a
aggressive.
right to be
Aggressive.
combative at
Right?
that point. Yeah.
So, but then when she was in his face, now like, that wasn't right. I want your badge number, blah, 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 blah. And then she was recording, and I saw her like, fingers close to the man's face. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Word.
now,
Yeah,
don't get arrested now.
Women don't
Right?
have a fear of being punched in the face.
I tell my
notice.
girl this all
especially
the
when it
time.
comes to men. I think there's an expectation that men will uphold the standard of being a man and not hit a woman.
I don't think so.
But a lot of
because
women.
I've experienced it.
Yeah, we talked about that story on here. But
I wonder if I wonder if it's because you're taller.
it happened.
Yeah.
It happened. So did you think that way beforehand?
Yeah.
Like
I
you-
mean, because I guess it's happened so many times that I'm not really,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't know.
You don't notice that trend with like women where it's like in terms of
No, there are
men-
some that will just pop off for no reason. But I feel as if most of my situations that I get in, it's like they said something to me that like really, instead of just minding their business,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
like
yeah.
me starting it. So yeah.
It's never you initiating it. It's
Yeah.
like with a lot of women, I'll see women like even my own girlfriend. She'll drive and somebody will do something on the road and she'll stare into their soul
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
for mad long. And I'm like, I'm gonna be the one that has to fight and take
Yo.
the gunshot. Not you.
Yeah.
That's
Not
so
you.
real, bro.
Yeah.
This is
Oh
not
my God.
helping anything.
Don't look. I'm
because
not gonna
you
fight
won't
your
be the one that
fights,
has
man.
to deal with this.
Yeah.
And if you do this when I'm not here, you don't know who is behind that wheel and what their day's been like. So you
exactly.
don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Like you know me. No, I see it. I get it now more that I drive now. That like I see more from her perspective why she gets so angry on the road because people really are just
They do the
really
stupidest
bad.
stuff.
Of course. The
And do the
dumbest shit.
dumbest shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you don't need to go the extra mile.
But that's the
Be
man
angry,
talking like,
cuss.
yo, let's not get to a fight.
Because we know we can get punched in the mouth
Exactly.
by anyone.
So how's your relationship with the honk? Do you honk a lot?
Me? Yeah.
Well, here.
Yeah.
that could get you
kinda-
fucked up.
Here's
Here's
what I'm
the
saying.
thing,
You're kind of inviting.
No, but I'm never honking where it's like where it's not justified. Like the person who I'm honking at,
Knows
it's
what's up.
they know what they did. It's not one of those where I'm just honking to honk.
Does your honk-
Like
hold
not
on, does-
someone's going slow and I'm
But
like,
does your
"Arr,"
honk?
like I'm never.
But does your honk have a cussing undertone?
No.
Is it like?
I think it's a quick in and out. That's my girl.
Right,
Oh,
because
wow.
there's a beep beep. That's like
Yeah,
to me.
I'm big on BB.
Like third world countries where there's crazy traffic, there's less cussing undertone honks than there are the beep beep. It's a very like coming through beep beep. let me through. Beep beep.
Yep.
And everyone's understanding of that.
It's a courtesy,
language.
but
Beep
honk.
beep is like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Courtesy honk.
But then out here, no one beep beeps.
I beep
Everyone.
Because they actually
Some
have
people
rage.
beep beep when it's like a left turn and it's taking too long.
Yeah.
I'll hear like a beep beep from like behind. And I think that's more so to
Get off your
make
phone.
sure the
Here,
person
go.
in front of them doesn't think this is about you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is a general beep beep
Yeah.
for whoever's
I
holding up
hate
the
a
front.
general beep beep though. It's like we're all here, bro. We know this.
We know. Like,
Yeah.
My thing is like,
I was like, what did I
what do
do?
you think is gonna happen now?
Nah.
Are we all gonna go? Oh,
Excuse me. Like,
You know when there's an advanced left on a left, and,
Yeah.
and like there's one person at the front not moving,
Yeah.
but the person 4 cars
Yeah.
back is the one honking.
bruh.
It's like shut the fuck up. You're
no,
50
but
cars
also
back.
second and third car, do your job.
honk. Yeah. Car
This is
number
why
2, give it the
fourth
honk.
car is never honking unless they see two and three. Oh yeah, okay, y'all not gonna say nothing. Beep beep. I'll get in
Then
there.
what happens when second car honks and then first guy walks out? Then you're like, ooh.
Let me
Yo.
U-turn.
I just saw one of these like influencer girls, white girl. She said she was going to get coffee and she seen a shootout because of road rage.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody started honking behind the other person. The person got out, took a bat, started smashing the car,
Yeah.
and it was like a Benz. It was a Benz.
Ooh.
Started smashing the car. The person in the car threw a water bottle at like the car in the front. The person came back out,
Oh, shit.
was trying to like break into the window, and then the Benz sped off, turned the corner, went bop bop bop, and
Oh,
just
shit.
shot at
That's right,
And
dog.
this white girl's just in the coffee shop like, oh my god.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's too much.
Yeah, that's
Like,
dog.
I
is
can't
it too
picture
much, though?
myself
In, like, the
getting that
suburbs and
angry.
stuff
bro.
like that.
Is it
too.
too much though?
Yes.
I would never do it, but I guess I would never. You know what I mean? It's like you don't be.
Discharging a weapon is too much.
It is, but people are unreasonable out there.
In the middle of the day, just
Yeah,
randomly
nah.
shooting.
I'm not saying it's not gonna happen.
if
I'm
I
just
see a
saying it
person
is too
step out,
much.
it's like,
Yeah.
ah.
Well, have you guys ever gotten into a physical altercation from road rage?
No.
Well,
Like,
I
One-
was this
No.
close, bro. But I was also really young, but this close to fucking up this old man.
So when I
I've
was
changed.
when
Oh
I was
my God.
pregnant, I was pregnant, and I remember I was going to Argos game.
Okay.
It was in October. It was like our Halloween game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had like dressed up for it. I had like black clown type makeup on or whatever. But we were going to the DVP, and you know how you're trying to get onto the DVP from that one street, and it's just like
Yeah.
packed turning right to
Right.
go onto it. Nothing was really happening, but this person tried to come and tried to cut in front, but I didn't even realize that they had their signal. I don't even know if they had their signal on. All of a sudden, they're just like right in front of me, and I had to just stop, right? I was just rolling. This girl, she came out of her car, banging on my window. I like unrolled the window, and she was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then I think she like saw my makeup, and she probably got shook. It was like,
Oh shit!
she's like, oh fuck,
It's a real clown.
she's got clown phobia. She's like, my fault. What do you want, young lady?
she jumped right back in the car, but I was like, "Yo, that's crazy."
Maybe
'Cause
your
I
hand was on
really-
your stomach.
I was really 6 months pregnant, you know?
Was your hand
you
on your
could-
stomach,
I was
maybe?
just wearing, I had a winter jacket on, but I don't think it was on. But I had one of those like leotard things, so you could
Yeah.
definitely see my stomach. But I don't think she could see
Do you have
it
a
if she
pumpkin
was-
drawn on
No.
it?
No. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
but either
I'm
way,
like,
I'm not fighting a clown though.
You got it.
yeah, because she
this
was
thing-
like, whatever. And then once I unrolled the window and I said, "What's wrong with you?" She's just like,
Yeah, exactly.
She didn't even hear you say that. All she heard was, dun, 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 dun. She's like, there's 40 other niggas in the car.
but I'm like, why are you getting out of the car for? It's not that
Yeah, exactly.
serious.
Yeah,
Like,
never that
dangerous.
I
serious.
could have just not moved and you wait until the fucking car. in
Especially not
front.
late October.
You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
too cold.
Yeah. It was
No
like
way.
rainy and
Yeah,
stuff like
no
that.
way.
Nah.
That's
I'm
why.
like, why are you trying to fit in where you
Unnecessary.
can't even fit in? That's
Yeah.
another part.
Speaking of
You know,
that,
real
go
quick
ahead.
though, you know when somebody like that's really calm, naturally just
Loses their shit.
yeah, just people that normally have their composure when they get behind the car and they start losing their shit. I always wondered like, what is it about road rage that takes over anybody? And then I was talking to somebody about the power dynamic of actually controlling a car, and like not many people that have. Like a lot of people don't have control in life until they're behind a car. And like the car literally does everything you tell it to do. You want to go fast, you go fast. You want to go slow, you want to stop, whatever. It'll do as you say. And they were saying that psychologically, when somebody gets in your way from you doing what you normally have leeway to do, it pisses you off in ways that would never piss you off when you felt you didn't have the control in the first place. So there's something about like that dynamic of holding a steering wheel and having that control. And when somebody takes that away from you, you just flip the fuck out.
It definitely will reflect. Your driving style will definitely be reflective of your personality.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Because if there's people who will let anybody in. Like, you ever been in a car and they just letting everybody in. And you're just like, oh, don't. But you're that type of person. I should expect this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you
Very
are this type of person. Yeah, they're just very
cautious.
selfless and cautious. Yeah.
No, my Andy's like that. My boy is not cautious. Well, he's not about cautious or anything. It's just like he's always thinking, and he's like always on his mind. And I'm like, bro, go.
Doesn't even realize.
And the people are just passing. I'm like, dude, I've
seen that too. I've seen exactly.
He's in La La Land.
I've seen people like in real life they're like kind, but then when, like you said, when they get behind the wheel, it's like, nah, you're not gonna play with me today, and it's like, relax.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
just
they're
zipping.
pushover. They're not kind. Are pushover people kind?
No, you're right, because kind
Or
is
are they
pure.
just scared?
Whoa, say
scared?
it again.
Are pushover people kind, or are they just scared? Because you're a pushover because you fear speaking up and you fear to be disliked.
Yeah, I think pushovers are scared. Kind people are kind people, right? That's a different thing. No, I think it is. I think genuinely
I see
kind
what you're
people,
saying. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's like, no, I'll let you pass. Whereas a pushover is like, okay, pass. But in reality, they don't want you to pass. So
They're a doormat.
exactly.
But are those people kind?
Pushovers,
That's what I'm saying.
scared. No, they're not.
They're not kind,
No.
right? It's not like coming from
It's
their
not pure.
genuine,
Yeah,
like,
no.
I want to do this. It's, I need to do this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's scary. That's scary. I never want to be that. Someone who's never going to be that. It's Jaguar Wright.
Oh man, Big J.
Big J. What does this picture do to you guys? I want to get your genuine reactions to this picture because, you know, it's wild. What does this picture do to you guys in your soul?
Gets me going, bro.
What?
His lineup is crazy.
Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown are coming to a screen near you. And you know what scares me?
This is
That's
what
crazy.
Orlando Brown and Simone could have been.
Are
Raven
they
Simone.
are they
Raven
going to the same
Simone.
event? Like, why are they?
I've never heard anyone call her Simone.
No.
I was like, Simone.
I also forgot her first name. I'm like, I just remember the
And
Simone
her name's
part.
not even Simone. It's
Simone.
It's
Simone,
Simone.
Oh,
yeah.
Raven
I remember when
Simone?
she said that on her podcast. Yeah,
She was
her
like,
and her
yeah,
wife have a
me?
podcast, and she was like, everyone's
There's an
always said my
accent
name
over
wrong.
top.
Yeah.
Simone.
Simone.
Raven Simone.
You know how black people be.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't see the accent.
We put exotic guo wherever we
No,
can.
I
man.
didn't see that.
But yeah, no. What strikes fear in me the most from this picture is the lights in the background because she's been on this show before. Like if you notice that background, this is where she got all her shit off on that couch.
Really?
Yeah, the majority of those like video clips that she's done over the past couple of years had that background, and I'm like, oh shit, she in her bag, she in her element.
So what is Jaguar Wright's like track record? What is her record as far as
Being
her
correct?
claims being correct versus them being wrong?
She's shooting probably 5%.
She at 5%.
Really? Damn.
Like I think people like, I think there was absolutely rumors and stories that weren't just rumors, like actual factual stories that were floating around the industry for well over a decade about Diddy. So it's not like was saying anything groundbreaking from an industry point of view. She was a person who was a singer. She released a couple albums. She
Yeah.
sang on Jay-Z's song
Unplugged
Cry.
album, yeah.
Did
She
she?
did the Unplugged album with Jay-Z on MTV.
Wow.
So she has skin in the game. So somewhere along the way,
She got
I don't know if
cuckoo?
it was failures or what, mental health kicked in. Mental illness, rather, kicked in. And she has these manic moments where she goes on rants and connects dots that aren't connected.
Yeah. So she is mentally ill then, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is a woman that went on Instagram Live and rubbed her dead son's ashes on her face
Whoa, I didn't know that.
and threatened to blow up a barbershop. She's
What?
not okay.
Oh. Okay.
She's not okay.
How did her
she
son
rubbed
die?
the ash on her face. She's like, oh, it was like she was praying. So she was like, oh, no, just chanting something.
For sure it
And
was
someone's
ashes?
beside her like, can you stop?
Whoa.
Someone's like shaking her. Can you stop? And she's, oh,
It was a ritual.
I need to. And I'm like,
Yeah.
This is who people are listening to and trusted source of information.
You just unlocked a memory. When I lived in DC, I was 22, and I rented a room from an older couple. They were really off. They slept in different rooms. Like the woman had her own room. She had like a little twin bed, and then her husband, who was he was in a wheelchair. I don't know if he could not walk at all, but he was in a wheelchair. He had his own like big
California king.
Yes. So
Just threw himself on
I
there.
don't know. They were just like really weird, dynamic. He was a black man. She was some type of Spanish.
He's going to hell. He's going to
You guys
hell.
are all joining
You're going
me
to the prison part of hell.
We're all laughing.
You're going to the prison part of hell. I want you to know that. Continue your story, please.
And so every morning at like 4:30, sometimes in the morning, she would wake up and she would start doing all these like chants, and then all of a sudden she'd start vacuuming. And I'd be like really scared. And I remember I used to say, is she doing something with ashes and then like vacuuming up? Like I really thought that she was doing some voodoo stuff with people's dead bodies in the living room.
That's spooky. And you stayed there for how long?
I just stayed there for the month and I left.
Just a month. That's
A
crazy.
month.
I had to look for another place, I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
just
you're-
leave, right?
you're
And
brave.
I'm only have so much money,
That's
obviously.
why they can't
but
shoot horror movies in Toronto. Niggas could
I
not
just-
leave the next day.
Yeah. And he had these like weird, I really want to know what they were. He had these big like bumps all down his arms. Like it was crazy.
Leprosy.
Herpes.
I don't know what it was. I was
Got
like,
the
is
herpes.
he,
Forearm herpes.
I don't know. Is he a drug addict? Like
Maybe.
Oh,
swelling
shit,
up?
Maybe,
Missing a
Protection.
vein. Missing
I don't know.
the vein
It
mad
was like a
times.
cupping gone wrong or something.
no,
I
it
was
was
thinking of cupping.
like,
Cupping.
Yeah.
no, I don't think it was cupping back then. From an
Cupping!
older man. Like,
First
I
thing
think it's
I
revolutionary.
it was
like,
literally,
okay.
it was like little golf balls or something under the skin, just
Oh, under the
going
skin?
down.
Oh.
Yeah, going down
Under
under
the
the skin.
skin.
Yeah, it was really weird, and she had like all this religious stuff. It was like she was doing a seance every morning.
Yeah,
was
she's
really
she's
crazy.
cheetah right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
She's cheetah right.
Stupid as hell.
But yeah, no. I mean,
Trying to find it now.
Jaguar Wright was on Pierce Morgan,
Yeah.
which I feel like lent her some credibility,
It did.
which makes no sense because it's Pierce Morgan.
Yeah.
So I was kind of confused on that. But for some reason, when a white guy speaks in a British accent,
That's a fact.
shit just be a little bit more credible.
Yeah.
It just feels that way. But
His team apologized.
they had to.
They because Beyonce and Jay-Z's lawyers reached out and said these are all accusations that are not true.
Defamation.
And then he had to go and make a public apology for allowing her to.
Do it on his platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and they didn't go after Jaguar Wright, which everyone keeps saying. Well, why doesn't Jay-Z sue her then if she's lying? For what? Soap? What does she have?
Does she even have that?
What can Jigga take from her that God already has it?
Oof.
I'm sorry.
That hurt me.
That
Oh
way.
man.
I'm sorry.
He
It's
probably
just,
took out any like credits, any royalties, anything that she would have got off of
the
stuff
song
that
cry?
they
Oh,
worked
yeah.
together.
Yeah, no, I just don't understand it. And she's not well.
But they can't like silence her then? I feel like if she's spewing lies.
Can't silence people with a phone, brother.
Really?
All she
Even in
needs
like,
is her
a
phone.
defamation suit, nothing? Because like Tasha K. got
Yeah,
sued by
and she
Cardi.
still talks.
But what is she? What are they gonna
Tasha
take
K-
from her? Is my point.
Tasha K has nothing
she don't
left in
have
her
nothing.
life, and she still tries
So that's
to
when
throw
you have.
shots.
That's literally nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Like, this is,
A
all her
professional
money's
crash
gone.
out.
She
this is a real
doesn't-
crash out. Like
Yeah.
we shame about that fugazi crash out when I'm up.
She crashes out.
I can
every
afford
day.
it. Nah, I crash out
What
broke.
a life,
nigga.
bro.
I crash out broke.
But then of all people to have sit down and have an interview with Orlando. What's his
We're
last name?
talking about it
Bro.
right now. It worked. It worked,
It
and
made-
it's gonna
it-
continue to work.
It made her look less less crazy?
No,
or
not
because
to
she's
me.
beside him?
They're kind
or-
of twins, for real.
Do you think she looks less crazy because she's
That's
beside
twin
him? 'Cause,
energy?
yeah, it's really twin flames.
Soul
This is same girl.
ties.
This is same girl, the mental health edition, bro.
Oh my god!
This is-
I guess the tennis back and forth must be really entertaining
ill?
between those
Yeah.
two.
Is it back and forth though? It's not. I don't think it's anything. I don't think they're debating. I think that they're probably
No, there's a
agreeing.
mental health versus.
They're going lie for lie or something.
Oh, I know a better lie.
Yeah.
I could top that.
What did he make you do? I'll tell you what did he
Well,
did to
I
me.
heard Jay-Z a lizard. That lizard stuff is still making its rounds, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
What, you don't think Jay-Z's a lizard?
What?
No.
Elaborate. What do you mean by that, Norm? Tell me more.
I'll send you guys a video. It's on WhatsApp. I told you I don't like putting the conspiracy
This is
stuff
what
in
the
the topics.
conspiracy. Yo,
'Cause I don't
are
want
you
y'all to
ashamed
think-
of your algorithm?
No, I'm not ashamed of my algorithm. I love my
He's in
algorithm.
public like, oh shit.
Algorithm shame.
Hey, I follow this one thing called Flat Earth Money Shots for the Blind.
Wow.
Oh my god.
All right? Shout outs to Flat Earth Money
That's
Shots for the
crazy.
blind.
Earth money shots for the blind. I don't even see the cohesion
Who's
there.
that for?
But that same
They
dude
probably got
also,
like 500,000 followers.
same dude also has another account called Golfing for N-Words. So like,
It's all Tiger Woods pictures. That is
but
insane.
honestly, the stuff that I get sent by homie, it's so hilariously funny. Like a lot
Your
of
boy
them
must
seem,
have believed in 5G towers.
Oh, 100%.
Had to. Had to.
Still does.
I mean,
He never stopped.
yeah.
he'll tell you, well, why did they stop using lead paint?
What?
All right.
Wet paint?
Lead paint.
Oh, I thought you said
They
wet
said lead,
paint. I'm
lead
like,
paint
what?
was poisonous, but really it was because certain frequencies can't go through lead.
And it led you a certain way. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And therefore, after
there.
you get led
I'm doing
astray
science,
from the lead,
Yes. Astray, astray.
Is he gonna be hosting this this talk? He's gonna be hosting this interview.
Definitely gonna be there. His homies can't be in the middle.
Featuring. Yo, the
That's
fact
where
that this
I found out
nigga is
about
in
Oprah Space Lasers,
tuxedo is killing me.
Yeah,
bro.
like the
a
outfits.
red
What's-
tuxedo. The tie don't even match the blazer. Two different textures. Two
I was
different
gonna say, is
reds.
the blazer velvet?
and you see,
Two different reds.
and is that Beijing on the top too?
Beijing.
definitely is,
He's
man.
got 4 different blacks on right now. His hair, his shirt, his pants, and his shoes are all a different black.
I think he still has the chalk on his hairline.
Oh, he didn't wipe the
He
chalk
does.
off. The baby
Not
powder's
the
still on
chalk.
Is
Yo, if
baby
your
powder?
barber needs chalk, I'm sorry, he's
Oh.
not a
Baby
real one.
Both.
No.
Oh.
I don't
He's
even do
not a
enhancements.
real one.
I don't even do
Your
enhancements.
barber out here using a protractor, he is
there. Yo,
not
when
a
I see
real
the guys
one.
using the protractor on the side to create the freaking
Crazy.
the perfect line
got
on
Or they
OCD.
put that card right up against the hairline.
and spray it out.
Yeah, nope.
Nah, man.
Nasty work.
They got OCD. They just want perfect work.
No,
But
the person
using
wants hair.
geometry and using geometry materials to try and perfectly angle your face, like that's
Craziness,
weird,
man. Craziness.
Do
My
that. Do
barber's
that when you're
back.
adding. Oh, he's back from. Okay.
He's back. I'm going tomorrow morning.
I was gonna say you don't.
Where
you
was
don't
he?
got the haircut yet.
No, because he's booked all. He's been booked for the past 2 days.
Where do you
True.
go?
Huh?
Where do you go?
Jamaica.
Egg West.
For how
This
long?
guy, I hit him up.
You went to Egg West?
Oh, I thought you were talking where you get your haircut.
Going to Egg West on vacation.
And now, like, being able to not be reached? Like, what the fuck? I'm at Egg West, dog. It's over, dog.
Can't cut you.
He's having a staycation.
The man, yo, I called him, and it's my fault because I called him when like it was past time for me to go get the cut. I was like, I need to get this
Yeah,
man.
I know those ones.
Hit him up. This guy answered the phone. He's like, yo, you FaceTime me. I'm calling him on WhatsApp. I'm like, it's not
Oh,
FaceTime.
no.
It's just a video call.
Yeah.
So he puts on the video, and he's like, and I can see visibly he's in Jamaica, right?
Oh.
And my heart sunk.
Yeah.
And he's over the moon.
Yeah.
He's like, look cute. he did a 360, and then he pans down to the pool. He's like, look you, infinity. And I'm like, oh my god, yeah, this is great. Thank you. This amazing. Yeah, no. When you back?
Yeah.
And then he just got back yesterday or the day before.
I think GC's barber's in Nigeria.
Oh god.
It's not easy, bro. It's not easy.
Having these foreign barbers who
How you doing?
and
You
go
back?
I'm back. I can't pull it off right now because my head's flat. But yeah, it's back. I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back in the game.
He had a little hairline issue for a while.
My
I heard.
biggest fear is getting it pushed back, and it just doesn't. It says, "Nah, I'm not coming back."
Oh, that means it's the day. Like that's the day.
Damn.
Like it's over.
That's crazy.
You gotta shave your shit.
Yeah.
If that happens to me, I'll go bald.
Get
and then
the
I'll
thing.
wait for it to grow back.
the little
No.
I refuse to get enhancements. No.
I'll get a lace front wig before I do that.
yeah.
No, I can't do a lace front.
I'll do the King Von before I do that.
The glue stops working. You're at home
no.
like, please. No, I can't.
You don't see the WNBA players? They be playing and their glue doesn't lift.
Oh,
Their wigs.
I thought of like
Just gotta get
male
that Gorilla
wigs.
Glue,
Yeah,
brother.
I used to have the
Gorilla
I
glue
used to
is
have
not Gorilla glue. Don't use Gorilla glue.
Don't be Gorilla
We
Glue.
saw what happened.
8-year-olds listening at home, don't use the Gorilla Glue.
Do not do that.
I used
Gorilla
to have
snot.
the Omarion hairline, that like the half McDonald's arch, right before
What?
he started really lining up. So it was a very like
circle joint?
curvatured hairline.
Oh.
And when I first got it lined up and boxed out, I was like, oh, this looks so, this looks perfect. Just like in the music videos. Sick. Well, as it started growing back, this is when I was inexperienced. I just took tweezers and plucked all those hairs, bro.
Oh my God.
Yo, you're sick to my stomach.
Mind you, my hairline was super. Like I said, it was tight. It had a very. It was like two. I was like, nah, this is too. It was like Meek Mill before he started. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he was younger.
Yeah.
So,
Braid up Meek Mill.
Bring up Big Mill.
yeah.
Poor one.
But yeah, man, that was stupid because it took a long time for that hair to grow back.
Yeah.
But then it also did like shape it up properly. So in a weird way, it was good for me, but
Brilliant.
also
But
like
also very painful, no?
no, I kind of enjoy it. It's like
see.
reverse acupuncture. I like pluck my chin hairs all the time.
Your hairline is how I feel about my eyebrows. When I go and people just decide to like take too much. Yeah.
I just
then it's
learned how much
traumatizing.
that
It's like
could
take forever.
change your face.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Bad
My,
eyebrows?
my girl, they have the makeup stuff on the TikTok algorithm. So she
Makeup
scrolled and
stuff.
showed me this girl has they have some like filter, I guess, that shows you where your eyebrow should be.
What?
And the girl was doing it on one eyebrow, and she extended it to where it was supposed to be, and went like this, and she looked completely
Wow.
different, way better.
Yeah.
And she went on the other side, she was like, oh my God. Like she realized what she's been doing to herself.
Man.
And there's a thing called eyebrow blindness that women apparently have sometimes, where they don't realize that they're shortening or lengthening their eyebrows.
Wow.
Or
Yeah, I'm big
darkening
on
it too
eyebrows.
much. Or
Remember,
crazy.
I mean, what about the girls that are like dyeing their eyebrows right now blonde so they look like they have no eyebrows?
oh, that's
seen
just a
that. It's
trend.
scary.
Yeah, that's a trend.
I don't like
It's been a
that.
trend. I don't like it
I never
either.
liked it.
I hate it the most on Ariana Grande.
She did that?
Yeah, she looked like a very Lord Voldemort type look.
Yeah,
where
she-
it,
yeah,
like,
that's-
when
okay,
you're
that's
too
what it was.
pale,
I
it
remember
like
that, yeah.
blends in with your skin.
Yeah.
And then it looks like you're Charlie Villanueva, like you just
Yeah.
have alopecia
It's
or
like
something.
you got alopecia.
Yeah, it's odd. I don't know. I don't like it. But that's neither here nor
Yes.
there. Let me
That's
see.
what it looked like.
Forearm.
You finally found the lumps.
What is that? What is it called?
Oh my God.
It is called
Stegosaurus.
what are these
That's what it
called?
looked like.
Looks like a
Rheumatoid
Stegosaurus,
Rheumatoid
bro.
arthritis.
No, I have rheumatoid arthritis, and my shit does not look
Wait.
like that.
With rheumatoid nodules.
Okay.
These are
It's
the
the update. You got
the
nodules.
rheumatoid nodules.
Yeah,
are
Turn
very-
around and let me see that
That's
sexy
crazy. No,
form
that you
go
found
bump, bump, bump.
Let me see your nodules.
It literally looked
Can we sing that? Is that
Oh,
done?
yeah, we can.
Diddy's all over that. And he's talking
Yeah.
about bump, bump, bump.
wasn't R. Kelly.
With the young boys
Didn't
too.
he
With
do
the young
something?
boys, with a Chris Stokes and,
Chris Stokes,
R.
yeah.
Kelly Pied Piper production.
Oh, that's the nasty trio. Wow.
Oh, that's nasty.
Terrible trio.
Oh, bump, bump, bump is over.
Yeah.
No.
Damn. Lost the great. Whatever will I do without bump, bump, bump? Speaking of bumps, Cardi B,
What?
Yeah.
She's
baby
pregnant.
bump.
Yeah.
Oh. She
She's
doesn't
also
have that
bumping.
Not anymore, but
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about.
Yeah.
She bumping and grinding with
Bumping and grinding with Stephon Diggs.
football.
This is the rumor that has been swirling around, is that she is with none
check.
other than
Fact check.
NFL superstar Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
That's the rumor. That's who she slept with because of an interview he did where he was asked about WAP and he said, "Ask Cardi B," and he said it in a very snarky way
Yeah.
and did a very snarky look and then giggled incessantly like a girl and ran away.
As a grown man too.
I don't like that for her because wasn't he super abusive to all of his girls?
Oh shit.
I have
What?
no
never heard
idea.
that.
I will not put that on his jacket. I have
Really?
no idea.
I'm pretty sure because he played for Buffalo.
Maybe
figure
that's
it out.
why that video. So there's a video of inside his locker room on his team.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And one of his teammates is going around saying, "Which guy on the team would you not let date your sister?"
And they said
And they
Stephon
said
Diggs.
his name
Everyone.
immediately. And I was like, "Oh, he'd be knocking him down."
Yeah.
But maybe not in the way that I thought.
Whoa.
It was
alright.
somebody who played on Buffalo that had like a really bad past of abusing.
Somebody we need to find out.
Yeah,
We put it on
yeah,
his
putting that on his jacket is
We put
crazy.
it on his jacket.
And being like, oops, my bad.
he's a Christian.
Deshaun Watson.
No.
Is he the massage guy?
Yeah, no.
Oh, the guy
That's
who was
not it.
humping the air?
This was a while
Humping
ago.
the air.
Apparently.
What do you mean humping the air?
And-
Like while he was getting massages, he was humping the air?
Yeah.
Ew.
And relieving himself sexually in the
In
air.
just in the free hand? No hands?
That's what I'm saying.
No, wait, no hand relief?
Yes, bro. Unless I misheard.
You fucking a ghost?
Dog, I heard that. I'm like, this guy's an X-Men. Get him out
This
of
guy's
here.
a poltergeist.
Wait, you're saying homie
Was in the massage spot.
did a freaking
Did a Bluetooth.
he a ghostbuster?
my man did a blue the man airdropped the tape.
Boy, a ghostbuster, bro. That's crazy. Who you gonna call? Oh, that nasty bitch. Oh my God.
Yeah. Nasty
It
shit.
was
How do niggas even have the gall, bro?
Dog.
Where do you know
It's gotta
how
be money.
bad I think in my head while I'm getting a massage from a woman? Don't get hard.
Yeah.
Don't when you like might be one of those accidental moments where it just happens. I'm trying to think it away.
Oh, whoa, yeah, what?
Cold baseball showers.
Locking in, bro.
Yo.
When it comes turn over, now give me a second. You're taking your sweet time. You're like,
Bruh.
no.
Man, I used to have like it was like clockwork during my like pubescent years. At 9:30 a.m. at church, I would always have a boner.
Nomination
Yo, I thought that was
Third
going
nomination?
somewhere crazy,
Matt,
and
third
it went
nomination.
somewhere
Add that.
crazier.
That's crazy.
I thought he was gonna say he's getting massages at church. Oh shit! And then he said something even crazier than that.
Massage at church?
Hold on. that's why I precursed it with in my pubescent stages.
Okay.
When it was the hormones were going crazy. I remember
Yeah.
going to church and I'm like sitting
I know
down.
those ones.
I'll just be sitting down, just waiting, in Sabbath school, and all of a sudden I'm like, why now?
But at
And
least
I
it's
got
dress pants.
I got the thinnest dress pants on right now.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and they're tucked in, so you know what I'm saying?
It has to go to one side. You have to put.
You got to put it underneath the belt, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so
Right under
beautiful,
the belly button.
Comfortable.
It's
Yeah.
the worst.
Okay, so it was his brother.
Oh,
who
okay.
Beat
So it
down a
wasn't him.
woman in the elevator.
So it wasn't him.
Jeez.
Oh wait, not.
Not Ray Rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, Ray Rice is his brother?
Yeah,
Everybody
crazy.
run
No,
from
no,
this
no.
nigga.
It's all Diggs.
You shouldn't even be at the cookout, bro.
Not at all.
Not at all.
But do we think this is true? The Cardi and Stephon?
I have no idea. I'm still of the belief that she didn't even do this, but that's just me. I don't know. I have no idea.
I saw
And
the
I don't
TL.
think we're ever gonna find out.
Yeah, they kind of shifted. Like, you know what? I mean, it's him, so like we get it.
I think it's a lot easier to put on his jacket given his reputation.
Yeah, of being a whore.
And because of that one video with the WAP thing.
Mm-hmm,
I think people are taking the other video and going 2 + 2 has to be 4.
Yeah.
And
you're
if that's the
Offset,
case,
if
you're
you're-
Offset.
How you feeling?
Like shit.
He always feels.
It's not
shit.
like Stephon Diggs is just some guy on the team.
Okay.
He is one of the guys
Yeah, he's him,
in the
man.
NFL.
The contract is crazy too. I looked it up. Madness.
He is sick.
Yeah.
Like, like for real, sicko. Yeah, no, definitely a top 5 receiver.
Yeah, receiving a lot of shit. Huh?
It said when you Google him,
Bluetooth incoming. Do you accept?
when you Google him, the first, or like if you Google him in crime or whatever, or abuse, because that's what I did.
Hold on.
The first thing that came.
Looking up niggas' names and
No, I
crying.
just did it right now to make sure that it was him or not.
Crime.
I love women, bro. I swear to God, I love women.
Crime.
I want to see what happens when you put Alicia.
Wait, did crime pop up before you finished spelling the word?
No, I don't know. I didn't want to pay attention. I don't think so.
Funny
Like,
search.
yo, mad people looking for this.
That's
hilarious. Jay-Z, crime.
No, Cardi. Once you do the C, it's Cardi B. But one of the first links is that he had two women in one hotel in two separate whatever rooms for Valentine's Day.
Oh, shit.
So, the boy's a little player.
Definitely.
I typed in Alicia West crime, and
There's a person who I think actually
yeah,
committed
stalking might have
something.
been warning in Alicia West's case.
It was
There's
a white
one.
girl, right?
Death of Alicia West. Alicia West. Okay, yeah, no, she was the one that got
She
killed.
was a victim.
She was the victim.
Imagine it said like a future date. Do me. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I don't know if she did this. I don't think she did.
Yeah. I know. I did have a question before we move on to the next
Yeah.
one. So if you're Offset, would you prefer your girl cheat on you up or down?
Down.
Well,
Because of their pride.
Yeah, my ego. I want to laugh.
listen, I feel like Offset has been cheating down. He hasn't been
Yeah, for
cheating
sure.
up.
He has.
So like for her to cheat up while he's cheating down, it just probably makes him feel
But I
like
think
shit.
his cheating down was strategic.
Explain.
Why so?
Because if he cheated with a girl that was up, then the likeliness of her finding out is a lot higher
he
than
did-
some random girl in the Bronx.
Oh, but he was moving sloppy though.
He did
Yeah.
it pretty publicly, anyways.
Did he?
Yeah, everybody found out pretty soon.
No, but I mean, was there like video or anything? Like, was he out with these people or?
Didn't he, with his ex, didn't he like was caught seen? Not the pregnant one. Back in the day, the first time when she broke up with him. I thought he was with his ex.
Oh, the two girls.
Yeah.
And that's where, and she got them beat up. So then after that, any girl
And
that's
then
been linked to
he
has
did
been like.
he did that white girl that gets passed around.
Selena.
Yes, Jules?
Yeah,
Oh,
Selena. No,
damn.
her name is Selena, right?
Selena Powell.
Yeah, Powell. Selena Powell.
And allegedly
She-
Krishan Rock.
She exposed the text messages between them,
Nasty
and so that
body.
was publicly.
Yeah, Krishan Rock on his
doesn't-
body, apparently.
It doesn't matter who you're with because there's the internet. People are gonna find out. So if you really want to expose them, they're gonna find out. The people who
Well, doing it
have
with
something
Selena
to
Powell
lose,
is like, you're
but the
asking to
people-
be found out.
the people that have something to lose, they're not gonna share. If he really messed with Sweetie, she's not gonna share because it's bad PR for her.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, up is in regards to like we see these girls that are always linked with artists and basketball players,
Right.
and they're not celebrities. They're just up,
Okay.
like Instagram model girls and stuff like that. Like he could, yeah, I think it's a lot easier for her to find out with those girls. But this is the thing: we're saying that, and honestly, these days it don't matter, up or down. Everybody looking for clout. It does not matter.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
If it's
One
if there's
person
an opportunity,
posts something, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden it's on the blog. So it doesn't matter.
Exactly. And these days, honestly, you don't have to even be telling the truth, which is even crazier. Somebody could go tomorrow, put something in their story about you,
Yeah.
and everyone's believing it until they see some like hard evidence, and you cannot prove something that you didn't do
Yeah.
as easy as
Right.
you can prove something you did do.
And a lot of times when you prove it wrong, it's less loud. So people just run with the narrative that you did that shit.
What do they say? The absence of evidence is not. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't.
Like there's something about the absence of evidence is not proof, whereas the evidence being there is way more. Like there's way
Credible.
more you can link if you're accusing someone of something
Yeah.
than the person can show that they didn't do it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, of course.
Unless you're carrying receipts like Patrice O'Neal.
Which means you're suspicious. He had receipts?
Patrice O'Neal had a joke where he's
we had
like,
alibi.
I don't go nowhere without buying something. and I hold on to my receipt so that everybody knows I was here at this time, and you can't pin anything on me.
The lack of evidence for the existence of something does not necessarily prove that it does not exist at all.
There it is.
Okay.
I knew it was eloquent. I just didn't have the bars for it.
It sounded like the thing from Coach Carter. We are not inadequate, but that speech.
My biggest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are great beyond our wildest measure. It is not our darkness, but our light. Yeah, you went off. Offset showing up at the club
Very on brand for him.
for her hosting.
Very.
I don't
on
even know
brand
if she was
for him.
hosting. Does she host clubs like that? That'd be really below her brand if she did.
Yeah, she was having fun, I think, no?
I think she was just there,
Yeah.
which is even creepier.
Very. But
That means there's a mole in the camp.
Actually, they did some digging, and he's been staying at her house.
Oh shit.
So he probably saw her get ready and leave out to the club. So
Well, it is still, it is still at their
Staying
house.
home.
I guess she
no,
can't
this is
technically.
in New York. So so people were like, girl, stand up. Like, why are you letting him back in your house? Because he posted an Instagram live and he was in her studio. And she was just like, first of all, we have a 3-week-old baby together.
Yeah.
Like, we're not together. This isn't us argue, fuck, and then get back together type vibes. He's like, we have a 3-week-old baby, and we also have kids that are used to seeing him every single day.
Exactly.
So we're
co-parent.
trying to figure out our co-parenting
And transition.
situation.
Yeah.
And she said, so yes, he is. And also, I don't want to spend $700 an hour on a babysitter.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once they said, some people were like, once you said 700, I was like, you got it, sis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because people are going to tax you and thinking that you have more.
But you're also gonna want to pay for the,
The
best.
best.
You know,
Yeah.
you have the money and you
And
have to
discretion
have
and
some
all
type
these
of
things.
discretion. So you're going to literally pay the best so that
Yeah.
these people are gonna keep everything hush hush.
I want a babysitter that teaches Montessori type type lessons. There's something that I seen as a trend. I think they call it OLP with babies, where the mom is only playing for the child Spanish content and French content. And she's like, the baby will learn English because everybody speaks English to the child. But I'm gonna play everything in Spanish and everything in French. And the kid's learning Spanish and French at the same time while also learning English. It's genius.
Yeah.
Nola, from when she was little, I was putting French stuff on. So she likes Duolingo because she'll sit there and listen to it all the
Nice.
time and
Yeah.
pretend like she knows.
The brain at that
going
age,
on?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It
it
is
absorbs everything. It's amazing.
insane. But the way it retains information is wild.
Yeah.
Like
Some of them.
taking
not all of them.
information. Yeah.
Some kids be dumb as hell, boy.
Kids are questionable.
So these kids got ADD, man.
Oh my gosh, did you guys see the video on I think it was Baller Alert where Kiki Watt and Tamara Braxton were running around their house, they were cleaning and they were twerking to everything, and there was like this beat that they were doing. It was literally the other day. They were just having fun, right? Having fun at their house. I turned on the video for a second and Nola heard the song, like the beep, 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 beep. And then she got interested because she really loves music. She comes over here, sees them bust out one move, and then I turned it off. I was just like, you know.
You can't watch this. Yeah. You can't win this one.
Especially when Kiki Watt started throwing it back. I was like, yeah, you just don't. And then she goes to the wall. She's like, I'm going to do it, mommy. I'm going to do it.
Yo, kids,
And she's
I think
beep,
they have
beep.
a keen.
She's like, oh, I can't do it.
Kids
are
have a
scary.
keen understanding of
scary.
when they're looking at something that they should not be looking
Yes.
at.
Yes.
And they automatically go, ooh, what's that thing?
Yeah, they're like, oh, shit.
And I-
Like, little demonic
And I
kids.
think that never leaves us.
Of course.
I think that's Shade Room. And that's everything that we indulge in, where it's like we're constantly gravitated to the things we should not be gravitated to.
But that's also you guys, too, being comics. Like,
Yeah.
you guys live in that space.
Yeah, kind of. It's more so like exploring every angle of a thing.
You have to
And
look
with
at all
that
sides,
has to come that dark side.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, I think it's exploring everything about a thing, but that has to include, you're going to eventually bring up some dark shit.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Did you say it was her and Tony Braxton?
Tamara Braxton.
Yeah.
Her sister.
Okay.
I'm trying to find.
I heard the funniest thing this weekend.
Yeah.
So we were walking by, we saw the Exclaim newspaper magazine, and we saw Mustafa on the front.
Yes.
My boy goes, oh, the Tony Braxton of our time.
I get it. I get it. No, I get it. That's hilarious.
Because of how
He just
low-
dropped a video that goes back to my
Yeah.
thing again where I'm like, I'm very confused by his brand.
Bop, bop.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely going to do that. They're on the washer and dryer with it, too? Yeah, she's going to do that.
She didn't see this at first, and then it went to the next scene, but she heard the brap, 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 and she liked that. And then this part, she came in when she was cleaning, and then that's what she was doing. She
Why are
seen
these
it,
grown
and I'm
people
like, all
doing
right.
this?
Yeah, this is crazy.
That's
I don't
so
know.
weird, bro.
At the house,
Anyways,
having fun.
I don't know what the video or song is. I'm assuming it's off the album. But he did a video in his ops hood,
And he was like singing, wasn't he?
and he's singing. But like,
Glee.
and I'm just very confused by his brand because he seems to be beacon for peace,
Yeah, positivity
and positivity and light.
progression,
And
everything.
that's why it seems like everyone seems to be gravitating towards him because of that. So I don't understand what
That's how she got
is
the
the point of going to that other side. Like, why do that?
And that's kind of what a lot of the comments were saying too, right? It's like, okay, which side are you on here? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Right? Because it's folk music, but then you're seeing the visuals and you're like, okay, you're on your ops block. Like,
And then, like, at first, I remember I was kind of
Just
like
trying to merge
weirded
the
out
two
by
worlds.
the bulletproof vest thing.
I did see that.
But I was like, maybe there's some sort of poetic symbolism he's doing there that is about his hood. That's cool, whatever. But now it just seems like, and I've seen him actually like clap back at people online on like some, when I see you, let's link up. And I'm just like, I'm very confused by the brand. Just very confused by the branding.
I'm with you.
I
don't-
mean,
I don't get it.
is there like, there wasn't no form of aggression in the video. It was just him on the blocks. I thought, like,
You don't need form of aggression.
That's what I'm
Come
saying.
on.
Being
Come
on the
But-
block is the
you know me. Sometimes I'll give people a bit
Benefit
of
of
doubt.
doubt.
See,
I tried.
like, what's the good that can come from this? Like, was it him saying, "Oh, look, I'm good on your block"? Is it him saying, "Hey, man, we can come together"? This block, that block, that block. There's so many ways you could look at it on a positive level,
No.
but,
See,
watch
but
the
it
clips.
seems like a stretch more than it does.
I could
the
look at
other
it
side.
if he included like the ops in the video. Then I would be like, okay, I get, and he's over there. Then I'd be like, okay, this
Which
is
is
amazing.
good luck.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But right now it's just confusing because I'm like, what is the end goal of this? You know, they're gonna get irritated by it.
Yeah.
This is like, and it didn't seem like anyone was there.
Yeah, that's what they said too.
So
though.
I'm
Yeah.
like-
6:30 in the morning.
I saw that.
Who said that?
People just saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
he's there at 6 a.m. in the morning."
Well, that's what it looked like because it was like there's nobody on the block when he
like-
was shooting.
I
It's
don't
kind of
know
like
if
when
it's-
Takashi went to O Block.
Yeah.
And it's like, brother, it's 3 a.m. Like everyone's inside. So I didn't understand it. I don't know. I don't get it.
I guess we're just gonna have to ask him.
Something else I don't get
You're gonna have to ask him.
is women's
That's the
revenge.
only way to know.
What is that?
Women's form of revenge.
When a woman's fed
We talk about
up.
Cardi and her lick back. It just seems like a lot of revenge
You don't fuck,
has to do with the pussy.
don't fuck
And I
with a
think
woman
it's the
scorned,
worst
man.
form of revenge that women could execute. You guys are so much better than the pussy revenge.
Think you've done to an ex or a guy you were talking to?
His homeboy.
Did he know?
Yeah, I sent him the video. Yeah, you
I beg your pardon.
What's your body count?
61. I answered this on.
61.
Maybe your father didn't spend enough time with you. Maybe your mother didn't spend enough time. You didn't get the type of attention from your parents.
What sort of thing you did to an ex?
I cheated.
Who did you cheat with?
A lot of people.
How many people?
Maybe 4 or 5.
What's your craziest cause of confession?
When I hooked up with a guy, and then I went to his best friend the very next week.
What's your body count?
I will not say.
I'm thinking it's probably like 22-ish.
It's not 22. I'm not a whore.
Not a
Wait.
I fucked my ex best friend, then I fucked his other friends, and then I got with his other friends.
I'm a bit sad.
Oh, then I dated his ex best friend too.
Actually, I'm lying. I'm quite devastated.
Because he cheated on me after like 2 years.
It was okay though, right?
Yeah.
Well,
They're like, if they were bad, it would have been all right though. They're like, yeah. But yeah, all these girls cheating or getting a lick back with their pussy. I feel like I think you guys
You know what?
have a misunderstanding of
it's not
how
you didn't
we feel
eat
about
the
that.
way you thought you ate. Basically, is what it is.
I think it depends on the
There's a lot of
situation.
men though, like who are in a long-term relationship. If they get cheated on, especially by somebody who is like close in their circle, they're gonna be emotional about it. A lot of people can't deal the cards that were dealt. You know?
Yeah, of course.
They'll be like,
of
"Oh,
course.
I'm cheating," and then once it gets back to you, then it's like, "Oh, you did this to me. It's so bad."
But it sucks
Honestly-
because you kind of lose because you did something you didn't really want to do.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got you. I fucked him.
Maybe they did want to do it.
But not really because you're only doing it to spite them.
Maybe they wanted to do it every day.
Yeah, but
You
then
can look
But
at
then
people's
that's
best
super
friends.
wild.
friends.
That's
and just
super
be
wild
like,
too, though.
Yeah. Imagine they were holding off because they're trying to stay true to you, and then the moment you fucked up, they're like, okay, why was I staying true to you this whole time?
I think
wanna
what's
fuck your
crazy is
friend
like
then.
if she got
I've
in a
been wanting to
relationship.
anyways.
If she got in a relationship with a close friend, that's like,
Yeah,
you know, it's
hell
like the whole
yeah.
time. Bad, but I think just fucking.
When
it's
I'm
like,
done,
alright.
I'm done. So I don't relate to
That's
that.
it's right after.
What, like, I don't relate to that. If I'm the one that ended it, which
Yeah, but some of these situations it doesn't end. Then
no,
they
but
get
I'm just talking about
cheats.
me from my perspective.
Yeah.
If I'm done, like if the relationship's done or whatever, I'm done. Like that's just me personally. I don't go, God, do what you got to do. At that point, it's community service. I don't know what's happening, but I'm not involved, and I wouldn't even find out realistically unless you like threw it in my face. Cause I also do you guys like check your
But this is
or
also
stalk
coming-
your ex's like profiles and stuff like that after the relationship?
No, but I don't block
A
you.
little bit.
You don't block?
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, assuming you ended amicably.
And also,
Have you ever ended poorly and you stayed-
Relationship? No.
Okay.
and this is also a serious.
Why do you smile like that?
What do you
after?
mean? I said that's the end of the conversation. That's good. I made it very clear. Relationships? No, we ended peacefully. However,
So, situationships
yeah,
Didn't really end peacefully.
didn't really end peacefully.
on their
Toxic.
end, on their end, yeah, and it's like you have to block sometimes. And
That pill.
Yeah.
That pill coming back up.
no, I didn't want to block. I don't like blocking
I
people.
didn't want to
I
block.
wanna block.
But it's like nah,
She
they're
made me block.
no, it's like they're doing a lot.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
to where it's like okay, like
What's the scariest thing a girl's ever done?
I wouldn't say scary, but because I don't really get scared about those things, but the movie shit where it's like call you from a blocked number, just breathing.
What?
And it's like, all right, and then call back like a few days later and say, yo. I'm like, yo. He's like, yo, you know who this is?
Yeah, I've had those.
So it's like,
I've
yeah,
had
don't,
those.
that's not cool.
But it wasn't her. It was her brothers.
oh, okay. That's-
And this one was weird because it came out of nowhere. We were on great terms. Nothing had happened. And just randomly, I guess she just wanted to end it, didn't know how. And she got her brother to call up, yo, I'm going to smash your fucking knees in, blah, blah, like all these threats.
not my knees.
And I'm shoveling my driveway. I'm out there, I'm shoveling my driveway with my older brother. And I put on speaker, I'm like,
watching
are you
you.
hearing this? And my brother's like, yo, who is this? And he heard a second voice and he hung up the phone. And I was just like,
the fuck?
what just happened? I was so confused.
I was gonna say also like it coming like you getting over it and like not worrying about a thing that moves on like that. It's coming from a guy that's also somewhat of a gallus. Like you can get things for a dude that can't get a thing like often. And his ex goes to one of his boys.
Yeah.
That's devastating to the average person.
Yeah.
But for us four capable human
Speaking
beings,
from a place of privilege,
you know,
pussy privilege.
yeah,
But I think,
Speaking from a place of pum pum privilege.
Pum privilege.
That's
today's
crazy.
episode.
Having pum pum privilege. That's crazy. But I understand what you mean.
know what I mean?
I do understand what you mean. Yeah, no, I just don't see what the point is. Like, what do you gain out of it? When I don't
think-
see the gain
I
out
think
of something,
the
I just-
excessive, the ones that are like, yeah, I did that one and then that one and that one. I'm like, all right.
You're
Yeah,
losing.
now you're just making
You're
yourself.
losing.
Now you just spun the block
Community
like, with
spider
all his
fucking on
friends.
his, what are you doing?
That's the reason I cheated on you. So yeah,
If it was one, I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yeah.
moved on.
Well, they're saying that Hallie cheated.
What?
And DDG.
The rumor is that she cheated with Brent Fayez. But my thing is, they always put these
another
things
deep
on.
voice motherfucker.
No, he doesn't have a deep voice, Brent. I
Oh,
think you think
no,
of
sorry,
Giveon.
I'm thinking of Giveon. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Oh,
But he has the whole voice. But Brent always gets attached to these narratives whenever he takes a picture with a girl.
That's funny as hell.
And he just took a picture with her recently.
He's the
he
scapegoat.
was hanging out with her and Chloe recently. And so I think people just attach the narrative because it's
It
Brent.
could have been Chloe who was messing with him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's who I think more than likely it was.
Like,
but
I just don't feel like it's in Hallie's
personality.
personality.
I was so
you know what I
shocked
mean?
by it.
yeah, she's a Disney princess.
She's just so, but at the same time,
Norm has something.
But at the same time, if you used to watch her and her sister, they would go Instagram live on like Sundays.
She's the ratchet one.
To do the relationship stuff. And even though she was really soft and cute and all that other stuff, she would say some shit, and she'd also clap back at a lot of people that were getting at Chloe.
She's the spicy one out of the both of them.
So maybe.
And she very much is the one that
Maybe
would
she got a
dabble in darker
awakening.
humor than Chloe would.
Okay.
Like she's that type.
I feel like Haley would be the more freakier one within a relationship. Haley, sorry.
Yeah.
Haley is
it
probably
Haley?
more of a
Haley?
freak.
Hallie.
Hallie, right? Yeah.
Halle Bailey.
Sorry.
But within a relationship, then Chloe is outside of one.
I can see that. I mean, yeah, we also have that narrative that like
It's hard for me to even look at them like that. Honestly, still for me, I'm just
not
like,
for me. I never watched them growing up.
I watched them growing
I didn't
up,
watch
so
them
it's
growing
like for
up
me to even, I don't know, it's just a little weird. But yeah, no, with Hallie, I just like Alicia said, I can't see this happening because of her personality.
But sometimes it's those people.
Yeah, it's be the ones you least expect. And I think also people have the wrong impression of DDG. Like,
Yes.
very much the wrong impression of him. And
Yeah.
it's his own doing. It's his own fault.
Is it?
Yeah. He said they broke up on at one point and they didn't. Or no, he said
he was lying and stuff.
they were pregnant. He posted that they were pregnant and it wasn't true the first time, but then he posted it again on
People are
April
like, "Wait, what?"
Fools, and it was true. But because it was April Fools, everyone's like, all right.
But
Boy, Cry
also,
Wolf.
wasn't it? They broke up before because he was going on Twitter and he was talking mad shit about like leaving her and gonna find somebody else. Yes. Like
I don't remember
before the pregnancy. So everybody, when they found out about the pregnancy, they were like, girl, what
Confused?
the fuck? Like, because he
Really?
allegedly cheated on her then.
Well, they said he cheated, but it was you saw that he posted the text message with Ruby Rose, and he didn't cheat, but he did say something that was questionable, and he said he had done it because he was under the impression that Hallie had cheated. That was his
I don't remember this at all.
understanding of it. But I remember the whole Ruby Rose back and forth, and yeah,
Wasn't there something with a,
'Cause
a
Ruby
music
Rose is his
video
ex,
as well?
right?
Yeah, she is.
Ruby Rose is his ex. So yeah, I
He has a
think
good track record, bro.
I think people.
He does.
He does, yeah. No, seriously. And he's a good guy. Like I've met him. He's
Say a word.
yeah, we YouTube Black with 2 years in a row they brought us out to DC and he was there.
Dope.
And he's just very chill,
Yeah,
very
man.
quiet,
Bro,
very to himself.
I used to watch his vlog, so I remember him like literally putting on his whole family and like being
He's
in
a
his
hard
space.
worker,
Yes,
bro.
be like, yo, I made 300 grand in 2 months. This is how I did it. Like,
yeah. No,
it's
he's a
crazy.
very hard worker and like times where people are like we're all YouTubers and some of us like I'm not bringing my camera. Like still got his camera on him no matter what the situation was.
Yeah.
And you just watched him grind his way up and like the pranks and all that stuff early on. Like he was a big influence on YouTube, especially for Black vloggers.
Yeah, and him and his girlfriend were very public too.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he paved the way for a lot
Facts.
of people that we see today, and I don't think because he's not boisterous like
not loud
that.
about it. He's very
not
humble.
loud
is
about his
boisterous,
stuff.
though.
He's
I feel
boisterous
like
as a
it's not-
troll.
he is boisterous in a specific, for whatever reason, his thing comes up on my Snapchat all the time. And everything, like if I watch it, it's money, jewelry, this. So
okay.
he is very boisterous. Like he's always saying that he's spending money, but I think it's a particular community that knows that he's boisterous. It's not on the main platforms.
Yeah.
It's not all over Shade Room
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Right? It might be on Shade Room
Oh
Teens.
no, definitely. If you watch this shit, he does not shy away. Like you watch when he bought his first really fire whip, and like he was going with it
yeah, yeah,
everywhere,
yeah.
and like with his
first
community,
RM, I
he
remember
popped
that.
shit for sure.
Yeah.
But just as a mainstream in the public and stuff like that, he's not really out here beating his chest until people start trying him or
Yeah, or
questioning
play
his
with him.
ability. And Joe Budden is somebody who decided to do that.
Yeah. Which is very
and-
annoying to hear.
But you know what it is by now, man. We talked about this outrage marketing.
Yeah.
Joe's thing is I don't know if it's negligence or if it's researching that person's demo, realizing their reach, and being like, I'm gonna get ignorant with this one. Because you know how they say don't know who for frightened. Like you know who to mess with. And he's never messing with someone that will actually retaliate and do something back in his mind.
Okay, so you think all this is intentional from Joe's part?
Sometimes I think it is. I don't know always.
Yeah.
But I know sometimes
It's calculated?
for sure it's calculated.
Yeah.
Because I watch podcasters do it all the time. A lot of podcasters are like comedians. They think in segments to post online. They don't think in conversation. Like we just let a conversation flow here.
Yeah.
For them, they're like, no, we have to hit
Where's
this.
the clip? Where's the clip?
We have to hit this clip. I need this clip. And so in terms of Joe and the evolution of the pod, it's always been controversy from misinformation. It's always Joe not having the full information,
Which is so
popping
funny.
off like he does, and then the fan bases come, and he doubles down the next episode, triples down, and whoever stays. And he's never gonna lose followers for it because everyone that listens to him expects this from Joe.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like it's a foolproof plan. Like you can't lose with it. And he did this with DDG, and DDG, I don't think he expected to clap back at him because DDG doesn't do this.
Exactly.
But he had time
He
this
did.
week.
This is funny. DDG, that's
I've
a funny
never
guy.
seen
He
him
was
on
separated
this
with
type
his
of time
girl.
in my
What?
life.
DDG is funny. Like
No, I knew he's funny. I'm
Okay,
talking
but-
about
I know, okay.
clapping back. Like he takes so much shit from the public and never says a word. This week, I've seen him do 3 different streams and a podcast.
He's sick of this shit.
all about Joe. And he's been cutting him up. He says, you have 30 years of life. When a nigga looks up the life expectancy in your state,
Yeah.
he's angry. He's like, you got about 30 years left,
Yeah,
bro.
you take your magnesium
You
pills.
just went gold 20 years after you dropped your single. I have 2 golds and a double platinum.
Yeah.
Ouch. Take that, Joe.
Does he really?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He put
That's
it. He
good
showed
for
the
him.
plaques too.
That's good for him.
He's successful and he's decent at music. He's not horrible. He's not unbelievable, but he's decent at music.
He is.
He's had a label deal for a while, and he literally decided, yo, I'm done with YouTube. I'm gonna just go do this rapping shit.
Facts.
And stopped YouTube. Did the rapping stuff for a couple years, and then came back to YouTube.
But then also put his family on in the whole
Oh my
process.
God, heavily.
I thought he was just a rapper. I didn't even know.
No, started out with YouTube vlogs and like pranks and all that shit.
Yeah. He's one of the legends of YouTube, easily. And his
His
he's
clapbacks
been
are on point.
he's been going crazy. He brought up in his podcast in like 10 minutes of the podcast, he brought up Joe allegedly stepping on his ex's pregnant stomach.
But he said it in a kind of
Ruby
funny
Rose?
way.
No, Joe's ex.
Yeah.
Joe's ex. Okay.
Back in the day. Like,
And the
this
way he
is-
presented it too was like, nah, I heard this. I heard he'd be at home.
Oh, he was trolling
playing
the whole
Pump It
way.
Up.
Yeah.
Jumping on her stomach. Like, bro.
He's like,
this is-
and he's like, and that song don't even play nowhere. You know where you play? The trampoline zone. When I go to the trampoline place, that's where they be playing Pump It Up. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, cooked him.
He was clipping him. And Hallie hasn't said anything. And I hope she never says anything. I really hope she just
Yo,
Stay out.
keep it
Beyonce has her
pushing,
in a
man.
headlock. She's not saying shit.
Well, it's more so the Beyonce school. Like, don't say
Yeah.
nothing. Put it in the music. Put in a documentary about how you felt during that time.
Yep.
Later on, like a year or 2 down the line. And just play it that way. Don't engage. Don't get online because she has
'cause
gotten
she did that
online.
with the pregnancy thing.
Yeah, she has done
afterwards,
that.
and people were just like, "This makes no sense, girl." Like, just
She got
shut up.
flack for it. She
Yeah.
tried to lie and say she wasn't. Well, she didn't try. She
She
lied and
lied.
said she wasn't pregnant.
and then
She
came back
lied.
with like a sob story afterwards. So it was kind of like, "This makes no sense. Like, just keep it, private."
Yeah.
The whole time.
She thought it'd be stressful telling people, and then ended up being stressed trying to hide it.
Yeah.
It's like, what's worse? Just let it go. Just let it go. But I'm not a celebrity. I don't know. I don't know what that's like. But I really hope that they can move on from this. He has basically said, listen, Hallie's my family. I got her for life. I'm not dating nobody. I don't even consider that as a thing for me. And if I do, it's gonna be Hallie. I'm not dating none of y'all. He's like, I don't want extra baby mamas. I don't want none of that. If I date anyone, it's gonna be Hallie.
Wow.
So, I mean, he's standing on big business. And he's always been a guy with a good moral code.
Yeah, big time.
He's never been strayed from that. So I believe him. I think the internet needs to
put some respect on him.
Open their mind a little bit, because I think they just think he's Stedman.
Yeah. Yes, that's what Joe was saying.
I think they think he's Stedman.
That's what Joe was saying a lot.
He's Jay-Z.
Elaborate.
He's got his own empire. She's got her own empire. In just two different lanes. Like, it's just, that's what it is.
Two different lanes. That's what it is. Yeah.
Two different lanes.
Because people just look at the music stuff like, I mean, you have a few bobs. Like, you're not really that guy.
That boy's a multi-millionaire.
From time.
He don't need Hallie's money.
From
and
time.
he's been a multi-millionaire since like 2017, 16.
Man.
Like
early.
He's not new to money.
No.
He's
He'd
not
be
new
over
to
there
fame
tricking
either.
off on her on Snapchat.
Yeah. And he seems like a great, very involved dad. So I'm like, why do people have this vitriol? Because a couple of tweets, bro?
Probably.
That's so weird, though. And he's like, he
But
said
I mean,
something
it's like
that
the
was
public,
interesting.
right?
He's like,
So
yo.
why are you going to disrespect her publicly? Because some of the things that he said about her or in regards to the situation was kind of disrespectful, right? So, and then if nobody knows his history, it's like, okay, why are you taking disrespect publicly? And why are you with a man that has no money when you are our Disney princess?
Which is so crazy to say DDG has no money, but
again, not everybody knows who he is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are in specific niches, right?
Very true.
Yeah, like
they
streaming.
can make money. You know, like NEL Choppa. Who would have thought that he could go to bump NEL Choppa?
NLE Choppa.
NLE. Yeah, whatever. He could go to Bumfuck, like Alberta.
I went to
and sell
Newfoundland
out
and sold out a stadium, bro.
Yeah.
So random.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was jumping.
Yeah. It was like a big state, like
huge.
Yeah.
He sold out Red Deer when I was there.
Yeah. See, Red Deer. I
So
knew he went
fucking
somewhere in
But no,
and
we
it's
still
not
have,
even the major cities. But
we have another streamer who
Jack Doherty.
Yeah, bro.
You guys seen this?
Yes.
This kid gets into a car accident.
Oh, the kid in the Lambo.
Yeah.
McLaren.
He gets into a car accident.
He's worried
and he
about
just
the car more than
continues
he's
streaming.
worried about his boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid is a punk.
Like, bro, the fact that he was still
it was
streaming,
the day that he got the car, I think, or something.
Yeah, but this whole interaction tells
his
me
boy's kicking
everything about
glass
you.
through because the car's smoking and it might catch on fire. And he's here making sure he's in frame. Look at him. Just staring at the camera, making sure he's in frame. Thinking about a thumbnail, probably. And the reason why he crashed, you guys see in the video of him crashing?
On his phone.
On his phone.
The funny thing, the audio the whole time is like, oh my God, my car.
Yeah.
My car. My car. You see his bro, he's like, my car.
He's like, you
My
good, bro?
car. Are you
good?"
okay, bro?
He's
Oh,
in
I can't
shock.
believe
Oh,
my
his
car.
brother's-
His
boy
boy's
bleeding.
concussed and bleeding from the
Yes.
head. He ends up taking his phone and recording him while concussed.
He's like, yeah. He's
That's
like, yo, you
crazy.
okay, bro? Films him.
Apparently,
He's not okay. Give him
apparently
the phone.
he's
Film this.
blocked from whatever streaming
Yeah, they took it
platform.
They
down.
kicked him off. They banned him from Kick.
Because of this?
Yeah.
Well,
all they do is
womp
just jump to another streaming platform.
Yeah.
So Twitch or YouTube is like, "Ugh, money.
Yeah, but this is just so. It was so
On
nasty,
Kick, it's
man.
a little looser though. No, Kick they can like women be stripping on Kick.
It's where Aiden Ross streams.
It's his streaming company, isn't it?
Yeah, like he has a vested interest, yes.
Doesn't he have majority stake?
Not majority, but he has a minority ownership.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought it was his platform entirely. I thought he made it.
Aiden Ross.
He's on the board or whatever.
Is he still here in
These
Canada?
streamers are very Black Mirror, bro.
Is he still here in Canada?
I hope not. I have no idea. Last thing I saw, he was complaining about Canada's
Everything.
Wonderland.
Why?
That boy has gone
Got kicked
everywhere
out?
and complained about everywhere. Huh?
Why? Why was he complaining
He
about
said,
that?
I don't know. He said something about Canada's Wonderland.
He
owes
said
him
they
a
owe him
refund.
money. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that video. He's like, I'm gonna sue. I'm like, nigga, nah.
He says that about everything.
He was just there 2 weeks ago with no issues. Zero
Because he knows how to act. Like,
Yeah, Agent's been out here doing streaming the ethical and right way, but he's from here, so.
So he
I mean,
Didn't he
knows what
call
it
out? He was saying that there's so many Indian people here too.
Yeah,
That's the first thing he said.
no, that's one of the main themes of his stream in Toronto so far has been Indian people. He brought an Indian kid PlayStation.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna get this Indian a PlayStation.
That's the.
He literally just kept calling him an Indian.
Isn't he also a Trump supporter?
Yep.
Controversial streamer Fuzi banned from Ontario Mall during a live stream.
Yeah, Square One. He got kicked out.
Square One don't be playing.
Apparently he's been checked
Plenty
into
of
a
my
mental
friends
ward.
got banned.
Well, he went missing for a bit, right? And
Well,
then they
yeah,
couldn't
and
find
then
him.
They found
they
him, but
found
he
him
wasn't.
and-
He wasn't. He was just hiding. He just didn't want to answer his phone. It's not
Apparently
even.
they checked him into a mental ward or mental rehab facility or something
Again?
like that. Yeah.
I think he's
This
managed.
happened so many times over. Just keep him there, brother. Society isn't missing anything.
That's
We're good.
crazy.
We're good.
Why? What does he do? I don't know.
Nothing,
These people.
nothing noteworthy. No, tell you that much. KSI's song is apparently the worst song that's ever existed in the history of humanity.
Even worse than Rebecca Black's Friday.
Even worse than Will Smith's recent song.
Oh no! I am the man.
I am the truth.
I am the truth. I am the.
I'm a Libra,
Of all time.
but I identify as a Cancer.
Okay. All right, let me get something. Number one.
Screen to the ring to the bed.
This is the top 10 worst songs. And then he's all 10. He just keeps going through it and he's all 10.
His face.
My faith in God, mine in the sun. I'm about to.
Yeah, song's horrible. Absolutely horrible. And he's been clapping back at the internet.
Who is KSI?
KSI is
It's,
a
Logan Paul's
large,
homie.
large British YouTuber. He started off playing FIFA, and then he started pranking and doing a whole bunch of things. He's got a group called the Sidemen, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Didn't he
they do
start Prime
content
with-
together. Yeah, he does
Started
Prime, with
Logan Paul.
He's got one of the highest watched boxing matches ever with Logan.
Got you.
He's done.
I know I've seen him with Prime or whatever.
Yeah, and the
drink,
YouTuber
but-
boxing stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
I think he started it. No, him and Logan.
The YouTube boxing?
I'm pretty sure it started with him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I want to say yeah.
He's one of the early ones. Yeah,
He's actually early for a lot of shit because he's been popping for a long time.
a long time. Also a good dude.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Met him
not
too?
like how he is on camera.
You met him?
Yeah, he was on the same trip. On
Oh,
the same
wow.
YouTube Black. Yeah.
Okay.
It was top 50
Take it
black.
back.
It was the top 100 black YouTubers. So it's like they just picked people
And back
all
then-
over the world. Like it was.
Oh,
from
it,
that's
was,
everywhere.
really
it
dope.
wasn't recent though. It was back then. So there
Yeah,
was
that was like
way less.
2014, 15.
Wow.
So the amount of like really big black
Yeah.
YouTubers was a lot smaller.
Yeah, it
than
was
what
like a
it is now.
community. It was a
Now
very
there's,
tight knit
I
community.
feel like a ton.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, there's 1 billion now. What else happened? What else do you guys want to get
Want
into?
to do the marriage sex work thing? Of course, to hear everyone.
Of course you want to talk about that. Yo, this guy's pill. I'm telling you,
No,
bro.
it's not-
Yeah,
it's
hold on,
not.
let's put another freaking nomination
No,
for him
no,
wanting
no,
to do the
that's not
sex work.
nomination.
He wanted to do the sex worker topic. He asked for it specifically. I had a Christian one.
Hold on. They're saying marriage is also sex.
It happens every week. But yeah, no, there's I mean, I've heard this narrative before from hyper feminists saying that marriage is sex work.
It's the first time I've heard it. That's why I was so shocked by it.
I've heard this narrative before, and honestly, I think it's a little lazy, but here it is.
But what's really interesting about this conversation I was having regarding prostitution was this came off the back of me saying that the thing people don't want to recognize is, and this is going to be very controversial to say, but marriage also is sex work, because a lot of women, what they're doing is, yeah, and this is controversial to say.
crazy.
I'm going to have this. In your definition, where you said earlier about prostitution, where like you sleep with a man, you get money, or you hang out with him, you get money. Why I say marriage is prostitution is because what happens is women engage in marriage from a place where, okay, he's gonna take care of you financially, and there's a home for you both to live in. And what you are doing is you're fulfilling a role. So you're gonna either be some sort of like homemaker, homekeeper, you're raising and rearing the kids, and you are partnering with him and sleeping with him in the hopes that the trade-off will be that you get validation, love, and upkeep. And the man understands and believes that if he continues to fulfill the role for you, then the arrangement works, because marriage is an arrangement.
Do you view it that way? The trade-off thing?
Maybe in 1924. This is like very prehistoric thinking. I think this applied more to a broader spectrum of relationships back in the day than it does now, because a lot of women are working and have their own money and are not relying on men for money. A lot more people are 50-50. A lot more men are not paying for everything in the household. There's a lot more.
Are you just basing this off North American people though?
No, I'm just saying in terms of the world, like.
Because I was gonna say, like, Filipino women all over, like, will marry dudes not because they want to, but because they know that it's gonna be benefit their whole family and like give them a better life. And they'll fuck the ugliest dudes because they know that that's what they gotta do to pay the bills. And it's
or like
unfortunate.
be able to come here or come to North America or whatever.
So in that sense, yes, it can be like sex work.
You don't think it was that was more prevalent back in the day than it is now?
In the West,
there's not more Filipino women working.
No, I think in the West that's the
it's
case.
still happening. For me, for the
think about all
Filipino
the passport bros, right? The ones that want to go out there, they go out there to look for women that are just going to be submissive and not do anything and not complain and not look for anything other than staying.
Those
at home
ones
and doing that stuff.
I would justify. I would be like, yeah, that's definitely a sex work type of relationship. Whereas because you're going out looking for it in completely different countries because you can't find it at home. And if you can't find it at home, that means there's not enough women that are subscribing to this that make this a thing.
The red pill shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like a lot more women have more autonomy these days than they did 60s, 50s. And which is why we're seeing marriage rates even go down. It's like people aren't getting married as often, and if they do, the divorce rate is shot way up
because they don't want to keep on doing this sex work.
No, I think it's more so they don't have.
They're not getting the benefits that they used to.
They're not getting the benefits that they used to. The payoff isn't the same.
It's not worth it.
When I'm making money too, you're making money too, and I'm still taking care of the kids.
I can make money.
I'm still cleaning the house. I'm still doing all these extra things, but I'm making my own money. So it's like, why am I with you if I could just do this by myself?
I feel like as long as there's ugly men in this world, there's always going to be a situation where they're going to have to pay for that pussy. Whether it be for love and marriage, like they're going to have to pay for it somehow because it's not their face that's paying for it. It's their, like, at that point, it's just like the only high value men in that situation without the looks is just because of their money or whatever they can provide, you know?
So do we think that more people are getting married for financial standing and well-being than love?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think even today, I think that's present, yeah. I think it has to make sense.
Because of the 50
that's part of it.
Of the 50% of people that stay together in the 50-50 that divorce, how many of those people are actually happy too?
See, that because that's what I'm thinking about is like, yeah, obviously a woman's looking for financial security, all types of security in her man, but that's also why they fall in love with the man. And it's a part of it. Right? So it's like, is it love or is it that reason? Because love for a lot of women is all encompassing of security, trust, honesty, all these different aspects that make up the love, right?
Yeah.
And financial aspect is one of them. So this situation to me is devoid of love. That's how I'm viewing it.
Transactional.
It's purely transactional. Yeah. You know why you're here. You know why I know why I'm here, and that's the agreement we have.
Yeah, I feel like that's very prevalent still. I feel like there's a lot of women that will purposely go off after men who are wealthy, and older men. It's a lot of younger women going over to the older men.
Yeah,
and they don't really love each other.
Do you think the man loves her and she doesn't? She finessed
probably
him?
Probably not. He probably is just happy with cute little side thing
they just want the
that
companionship.
is making him look good.
True.
And that, is holding it down for him.
Especially in the older white community, that's prevalent.
Yeah.
They be getting girls just for the look. just because of the look.
That's what I'm saying. So, and then also even with arranged marriages and stuff, them niggas don't be loving each other.
Yeah.
But,
they be doing it for
it actually works out a lot.
In it
Which
works
is so
out because eventually they get like forced to
osmosis.
You're just with them.
Yeah. And like to divorce in an arranged marriage, just like it's like a big full pile.
I wonder if it's a brainwash.
So
over time, you're not like purposeful brainwash, but over time, you're just around this person that you just
But it's also your
accommodate
settings.
to like and compromise on what is the give and take.
If you end up in this marriage, whatever, arranged marriage, and then you keep having these people around you saying, "Oh, you're so lucky, you're so lucky, you're so lucky," even though you're not completely happy,
It's gonna trick you
You're
into
gonna
thinking.
start thinking like, "Am I so lucky? Like maybe I should just be here. Maybe I should just love him."
Yeah, you're
And I
never
think
gonna
it's-
question what people see in him that you don't.
Yeah, but I think it's also the way you set it up, right? Because in the start, you're already like, "What the fuck, brother? I'm like, this is by force." But then you get there and you're like, "Oh shit, you have matching in common. We're actually fucking compatible."
Yeah.
And then you're happy.
Yeah.
So I think if you start in hell, then you'll get there.
I think we're underestimating the amount of people that just go into a marriage just off the vibes.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, what? Yeah.
I think a lot of people get married off
Love
the
seeing
vibes.
those on the TL.
Yeah.
A lot of people get married just off the vibes and aren't thinking about security until it's
Yeah.
too late.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. Then they break up because there's lack of security.
And they say marriage is terrible. It's like, well, you didn't do it
You
properly.
didn't do it right.
Yeah.
You were on perfect match and then you got married like a week later. Yeah, no, that's nuts. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this video before we wrap up here.
Stop this video.
Yo,
I love this video.
this honestly
This is everyone's
brought me
childhood.
into a time warp. I just saw myself in this kid so heavily. Y'all ever lied this obviously to your parents?
I see your report.
There's-
Give you your report card.
Yes.
Where is it?
So this kid's looking through his backpack. There's 2 papers in
Right in
the
front of him.
backpack. And he's searching for
Yep.
like there's all the signs that I did as a kid that he's lying.
Yep.
You put your full head in the backpack at one point to look like, nah, I gotta be down here somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone says something, you use it as an opportunity to look away.
Huh? What?
What? So then you go ahead, you look back, your mom's still looking at you. You gotta go back to looking for it. And then you just don't know where it is. I don't know. I put it in my bag. I don't know.
Sounds like Nala already. I don't know where my passy is. She has this pacifier she's addicted to. She's like, I don't know
Poor
where it
kid,
is.
but he's so scared.
I can't find
You
it.
can see it in his face.
Yeah,
the
the fear, because he knows it's just straight
The
D's.
fear.
Just
Dog, that belt about to come out. You can see
and
the
then he's
fear.
gonna act surprised about every grade too. He's like, I failed.
Bro,
But I did my homework.
you ever blame the teacher?
Nah, I was good in school still.
Not me.
I was just telling my
They're
mom.
S and N.
Yeah, I was like, Mom, you don't need to see it. I got a bunch of C's.
Aw.
That's
I was telling her.
exactly why she needs to see it.
I'm like, you don't need to see it. I got
Didn't
C's.
she have
Like,
to sign it?
No. You guys had to sign yours?
There's some people that have to sign it.
Damn. That's rough.
Yeah.
Bare semesters, my mom never
the
saw
one that's
shit.
in the middle, like obviously not the end one, but the
Yeah.
one that was in the middle, I feel like you had to sign it. You had to get your parents to
Yo.
sign it.
Really?
I felt like God was like trying to teach me a lesson throughout my grade school years. Every time there was a school dance coming up or something fun coming up,
Your report cards.
report cards or parent teacher meeting, like right before it. It's like they knew
That
Yeah.
you were gonna
they
get
could
in
thin
trouble.
out the crowd.
Yeah.
They did this parent teacher meeting before.
wow,
Bro,
that's hilarious.
or I would get in trouble and a teacher would call my house. If a teacher called my parents for anything, as soon as they see the school number,
like, "What'd
I'm
you do?"
grounded, I'm done, I'm finished.
What did you do?
It's automatic. And it always, I swear to you, be the week of a school dance, semi-formal, prom, whatever. Or a basketball team, tryouts.
Ooh.
Oh my God, bro. It was the worst.
Would you cry in front of your parents?
Bro, I remember one time there was a play. We were trying to advertise a play we were doing at the end of the school.
Okay.
Drama class. We're trying to advertise it to the school during lunchtime. So everybody's in the cafeteria. We go up on the stage and we're like, hey, we're going to do some improv for you guys. If you guys like it, we have some tickets. You can come buy
think I know
tickets
the
for the
story.
show, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're doing a scene where we can't speak English, the actors, and there's 2 people narrating for us, right? And the scene is we're Pokemon characters in the desert. Okay, that was the scene they set for us. Yeah. So one dude, the dude I'm doing the scene with, he drops his knees. He's like, it's so hot in the desert. And I started the scene peeing. Okay? So I look at the crowd and I'm like, and before I could do anything, I was about to turn around, the principal runs up. No, Marlon, get that. I didn't even do it yet. See?
Yeah.
Bro, he brings me to his office, calls my parents, tells them that I did it.
Oh, yeah. That's, wow.
Marlon acted out peeing and urinating into another student's mouth in front of the school.
Your mom's like, excuse me?
And my mom's hearing this without context and just being like, wait, what? She didn't know there was drama. She didn't know there was theater. She didn't know we were selling tickets. She didn't know none of that. So this man just telling her that I'm simulating peeing in some kid's mouth on stage for fun in front of the school. My mom left work. She doesn't leave work.
Oh, shit.
My mom left work.
Took a cab.
Came to school, bro. I'm like, I'm cooked. Like,
Took a cab.
Dog.
Took the bus. That's
Your mom doesn't know how to drive?
Yes, she has a car. What the fuck?
What do you mean?
What is going
That's
on?
not a personal attack. I'm just
Why
trying,
is
man.
the first thing you went poverty? Shut up. I worked in the bank. Like, man, she had to take a cab over there or not?
Yeah, she actually walked. You know what I mean? She ran. Like, nah,
Your mom skateboarded over there?
she's shooting, you know.
This is crazy. But anyways, so she comes
she
to
back
school.
to the hospital. She back to school.
In her good shoes.
She jogged. She jogged like
So she
Harriet
hitched
Tubman.
the ride on the highway.
And then hitched the ride.
She got her tea. She got her
I'm gonna bust this
employee.
kid's
No,
Man, you gotta be the hike.
Got me hiking.
Staying mad on a hike is crazy. Holy shit. She came to the school, took me home, bust my ass. Friggin' the next day it was semi-formal.
Ooh.
Can't go, suspended.
Couldn't even ask.
So pissed, dog. So pissed. That happened so many times.
Did you try to ask?
So
and
you
say,
didn't
"Can I
even
still
spin
go?"
around yet, and they suspended you.
Yeah. And he told her I did. Dog, there were so many times I got straight up like lied on. There's one teacher.
Is it racism?
No, because this situation was the black woman. So we're in the hallway, and it's me and the man them. It's probably about 8 of us in the hallway. We're playing salad. You know, you kick
Of course I know salad.
pop can through someone's
nutmeg.
through someone's legs. Then you get punched until they touch the ceiling or whatever. So we're playing that. Teacher comes down the hall. She's the cool teacher. You know that one teacher in school everyone vibes with. She's probably the youngest. And she's just a vibe. She always laughing, joking with us. So she comes down, says something to us, like calling us names or whatever, the usual jokey joke thing. So we all like, start posturing up to her jokingly, and she's laughing and walks through the crowd and walks off, right? Next day was March break. So we don't have school. I come back to school the first Monday, get off the bus. Principals are standing at the bus. And it's like, Marlon, come with me. And I'm like, I just got here. I didn't do it. What's happening, bro? I get inside the principal's office. My other boys are there that were in that hallway. I'm still not putting 2 and 2 together because we hang out all the time.
Because you had March break also. You don't
And
even
we had
remember.
March break.
A week is a very long
But
time
also,
at that
we
age.
didn't do anything.
In a kid's mind, it's like, what? That was
Also,
8 years ago.
I had done nothing wrong in my mind. No one has said we did anything wrong.
Yeah.
We went through that whole school day. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
You thought.
So apparently she has a cop husband. She goes home, tells this cop that we surrounded and intimidated her
Bro.
and assaulted her.
Whoa.
And
Husband black too? Or?
yes.
Okay.
And she tries to, he tries to press it like you should press charges.
Whoa.
And she's like, no. He's like, okay, so at least tell the school. And so she's like, all right, fine. Tells the school that we assaulted her, all this stuff. Bro, police came.
Was there cameras?
Took my, yeah. So that's how we got off of it, because they saw in the she was laughing and walked past us. Nobody touched her. Like, we're pretending to posture up to her.
Wow.
And we've done this before. So it's like, in my head, I'm like, why would you do this? And to a group of black boys.
That's the part that actually starts to me the
group
most, to be
of
honest.
we're all black kids.
Her
And
husband,
you
bro.
know how this is gonna go. And her husband's cop friends and her husband came to the school and cuffed my friends and took them out of class.
Buddy,
what
that
I'm
was a
saying.
cry for help to her cop husband, man. She was trying to get his attention.
I don't know what she was doing, but
I'm
bro,
putting it on the husband, bro. I don't know.
it's the husband
I
tut
think he's the
but
one that
like,
put the battery in her back. Like,
he put the battery in her back, but she also painted it as something that it wasn't. So if she if she acted like how she acted when it happened, then she wouldn't even go home and like if she was still in that mind state. She wouldn't even go home and say anything.
That's funny because I'm just thinking of her going back home, telling her husband about the day, and he's like, "You had men surrounding you." Blah, blah.
But we're boys.
I know, but I'm just putting it on the crazy cop mind more than on the
I think he's
'cause
more
she's a
so
cool
thinking
teacher,
of
right?
it as, especially because our school is known for a lot of gang violence.
Yeah,
and all
so I
that
think
stuff.
he's looking at it with cop eyes.
I think he's looking at it with cop eyes and going, "Oh yeah, you need to teach those little black bastards a lesson." Like it's literally was
Those
one of
black
those
demons. Yeah,
They cuffed my
Especially
friends
Marlon.
and brought them out of class. Imagine. Especially
We
that
fucking
Marlon
got him.
fucker. Yeah, no. And yeah, no, it was just such a messed up event, man.
Terrible.
And she ended up like leaving the school after that. Like
Kinda
we never
embarrassing.
saw her again.
Yeah, it's
Because she was lying, and then there was proof.
It was wild. We never
she couldn't
saw her
come
again.
back.
It was wild.
It sucks.
Weird. Another week, another classic, folks. Oh man, Family Feud, Norm's Family Feud story is up on Patreon
Go watch
right
it,
now. Go
watch
check
it.
that out. Shout out to our new Patreon gang members, Gina and Candice.
Hey.
Bop, 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 bop. Gina, love the hair. Love what you're doing with it. It's a new thing you're trying out. I love it. Appreciate it. Candice, I love the glasses. I love the frames. Very nice. Great work.
Candice.
Yeah, we got
Very
more.
unique name.
How do you know that?
I made another Patreon story for you. I haven't given it to you yet, but it's about how I thought I made out with a transgender person in Hawaii.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like you earned a letter for that. Bro.
No, they were
at least
transgender.
one point.
They weren't transgender. That was just how I thought I did. But
Oh,
you get it.
okay.
Oh, it's that boxer.
What?
From the Olympics.
Imani, or whatever.
No.
What was her name?
It's just a really ugly woman.
Wow.
No. You know how there's some pretty, really pretty Asian women.
Yeah.
Just sometimes.
Where we going?
Go on. Yeah. I'm following you so far.
Sometimes they have dicks. Yeah, go on.
Sometimes they're from Thailand.
Sometimes the ones in Thailand, you can't tell the difference.
Lady boys, I believe they
Right?
call them in Thailand.
Don't worry, you'll see it on Patreon.
Yeah. That's definitely a Patreon story. Thank you.
I ain't gonna be a freak of the week for that one, man. Screw that. That's for
Thank you guys
Patreon.
so much for tuning in. Another week, another classic. I'm Marlon,
I'm Norm.
I'm Alicia.
I'm Duke.
and that was the Extra Gravy.
Skirt, skirt.